Here we go. Yo, what is up, everyone? Collector Joey here, back again with another episode of Cop or Drop. Episode 91. Man, we are getting very close to that 100 mark. Thank you.
And what a time it's been, dude.
Yeah, I know. And I'm thinking like episode 93 is about to be a banger too. Hopefully it's 93. I think it is around there. So we're going to have a lot of fun tonight, though. I see our fourth person. Okay. Danny's late, but we got him. There he is.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Good evening, coppers and droppers. What's up, Dan? How you doing, man?
So today we do have four people. We have four people this time. Back to our regular kind of panel going on here. So we do have Dan right here with us, and also Danny too, and Austin. So we're going to be talking to you guys for probably about 2 hours. So hopefully you guys enjoy the topics today. As you guys are coming in, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and hitting the like button helps the stream get out there a little bit more. We'll have more people in the chats and things like that. But Dan, it's been a while since we've seen you on Copper Drop. How are you doing?
Yeah, definitely has been. I'm doing great. Can't complain. Yeah. And yeah, glad to be back on here with you guys.
It's been so long. Your entire setup's different.
Yeah.
You got the mod.
I mean, yours too.
You got the Maju cases, a lot of new figures. It looks good.
It does.
It's an impressive ass looking collection, dude.
I agree.
Especially he looks older now. He's more refined. He's gotten more character development. You know, he's been around the block on YouTube for a while.
And you see that, Danny? That's a lot of Star Wars figures back there.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
You know where his love's at. You know where his love's at, though. DC.
I do see those movies. I didn't notice the movies above. I see that's Romulus right there.
Yep, he's got Romulus. Looks like he's got some Terminator movie. And then I don't know what that one with the glare is.
What is that one?
The first Terminator, the first Predator, but you can't see that because of the light. Then Romulus and Batman and Robin.
Oh, Batman and Robin. Oh, okay. It looked like 89.
No.
But yeah, so we're gonna have a good time tonight. I don't know if there's gonna be as many people as usual in the chats, but hopefully we have some people coming in, especially with me and Austin streaming at once. We'll get some people in here. But let me say hello to the chat real quick. We're gonna not take so much time on the chat like we usually do, because we have more people in here now. So we'll have a little bit more time to talk. So because we have some awesome topics tonight, guys.
Sure do.
Yeah. So later on, we will be talking about our thoughts of Superman, like we said we would. And it will be spoilers, but I'll let you know way before we get there when we're going to talk about spoilers. So don't worry about it for right now.
I just want everybody at home to know while you're watching that Joey thought I was a crazy man for suggesting spoiler talk a week after the release. But I was like, no, people have seen it.
Yeah, I had to read it. I had to read how many people would go see it, and with Austin going to see it early, and then I think Collecting Nerd Zone also saw it early too, like earlier than they said they would.
And to be fair, I didn't know if I actually liked the spoiler talk within a week either, but I am excited for it, and I'll explain why when we get there.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we will. But let me say hello to the chat real quick. I'll put this up on the screen while we are saying thank you to all the channel members as well. Awesome people right here. If you're not on up here, I haven't updated it in a little bit. So if you're on here and you're not a channel member, well, you got a freebie there. I need to update it. It's so hard to figure out all the channel member situation because YouTube doesn't tell you when someone leaves. YouTube doesn't tell you nothing. They just want you to figure it out. So I got to figure it out. It takes about maybe like 30 minutes to do, so I'll probably have to do that. But let's get to the chat real quick. So we do have Austin saying hello to the chat, warming up the chat a little bit. Sorry I'm blocking you, Danny, my bad.
You're good, brother. How dare you? Actually, no, I will hold this against you forever.
I know you will.
Also, Austin, you keeping the PFP that I made you like 2 years ago at this point.
Yeah, actually, I didn't know that, but it is still near and dear to my heart. also a little bit of lore for us, you know?
Yeah,
Those
that's
who know.
But also, like, it's up to you. But I've advanced so much with like digital art that, I mean, I think not to. I mean, it is my artwork. I can say whatever I want about it. I think it looked kind of crappy now. I feel like you, being Austin the Nicholas, deserve a better PFP, sir.
You know what? I actually the red and black one. I think it's like the banner of my YouTube channel. I should probably change to that one because that one is absolutely amazing. I love it.
That, or I could do you another Invincible style. I really liked how that was Invincible. For everybody at home, I drew me and my lady as Invincible characters, and it came out solid as hell. So, also, can I plug that Superman artwork that I just did?
Yeah.
As you're reading chats.
Yeah.
For everybody who didn't see, I did this yesterday.
Yes, sir. Look at that.
Looks really good.
Thank you. Superman, thanks you for not taking pictures.
Right?
I did on Instagram and Facebook.
No,
Superman thanks you for not taking pictures of Superman while you're driving.
You need to make an actual post, not just your story. That's a banger. That's great.
Thanks. Just hyped for the movie.
Yeah, no, it was really good, man. Valkyrie Magnus is here. What is up? Good evening, Joey and Nicholas. How you doing, Magnus? Awesome channel member as well. Been on the show before. We'll get him on here again eventually. But thank you for being here. Always, Valkyrie. We got Figures and Phantom in here. What is up, Steve? Thank you for being here. Another channel member. Actually, the longest channel member on this show. So appreciate Steve for that. And always.
What y'all don't know is Joey behind the scenes tells Steve every day that if he doesn't, continue his membership, that there will be consequences. So
I say we give him hell. We give everybody hell in that chat.
If they knew a little bit about these chats, man,
they're wild.
Dude, me and Steve every day are like that scene from Man of Steel when Zod and Kal-El are like charging towards each other. That's me and Steve every day in our chats.
No, Conquest and Invincible.
There you go. That's a good one.
Yeah.
We got Moose in here. What is up, Moose? Appreciate you for always being here as well, and every week saying hello and always being an awesome guy in the community and an awesome channel member. Thank you so much for being here, Moose. Go follow.
Hopefully your comments do not get deleted this week.
I know. Hopefully not. But if you want to join his Facebook group, you can. The Musketeers. I'm in there, so I've been seeing some posts go by. So awesome.
I'm in there as well.
Cool. We got Fig Poser in here too. What up, though? What up? Always here too. Another guy here every week. Appreciate you for being here. We got Tron in here as well. What is up? Saying what's up to Austin.
What up, Eddie?
Thank you so much. Is that a coworker of yours?
It is not.
No?
Facebook friend. Yeah, he's another collector.
This is an Austin Nicholas fan. What you mean, Joey?
I know. There's a lot of them.
He was just showing off his Boba Fett collection.
Oh, okay.
That's me.
Cool.
Great guy. Cool guy.
Brick is here as well. What is it, Brick Artemis? Thank you so much for being here. This guy is amazing. If there's one person that I rep their brand the most, it's probably Brick, because I love the shirts that he has. They're absolutely fire, man.
Now, Brick, I have a bone to pick with you, sir. Last night I was watching Wolfpack, and you had said something like you were getting rid of all your Spideys and moving full on to DC, which, hey, all the power to you, right, as a resident DC collector myself.
I missed that.
I did too.
Are you serious, though, Brick? Because, I asked you in the chat, and nobody addressed it, and I was like...
He's probably not. I don't think he would give up.
He seemed pretty serious, though. That, or he's just an extremely good actor.
It must have been opposite day or something.
I don't know, man. I mean, April was way back in a few months ago. So
that's April Fool's, not opposite day.
Well, still, tomato.
It is impossible for it to be opposite day, Joey, because the opposite of opposite day is a normal day.
But I said opposite day that day, but we're talking about it right now, so I don't know. Anyways.
You're like the quantum mechanics of it.
Yeah. DK saying, what's up? What is up, DK? Appreciate you for being here all the time as well. Let's see. Oh, Brick, you did not have to. I got you though. Thank you, Brick, for the $9.99 bond. We haven't had a donation here in a while, so appreciate you. Now we can finally put this on.
It's not about money. It's about sending a message.
Yes, sir. There's been a lot of Joker stuff recently, and we're not done with it. We still might touch on it a little bit here and there. And there's going to be a lot of DC going on tonight. I'm glad it's a little switch up than what we're used to, just Star Wars and all that. So That's really cool. And Dan's here as well, and Danny. They both love DC, so
yeah, man.
That's always
Dan of the DC collectors over here. Let's do it.
Appreciate your brick though. Again, Phil the Burn, our guy. What is up? Oh my, hello. What is up, my guy? Phil the Burn, amazing dude. We'll probably have him again on the channel sometime soon. So thank you so much, Phil the Burn. Let's see who. Miami's Nemesis Chris. What is up, our guy? Thank you so much. Another longtime watcher of the show. Thank you so much for being here. Moose saying hello, community of collectors. I got Alien, Big Chap, and DX05. That Big Chap. Oh man, that one's really good. That one's nice.
It's an old ass figure now. It's like 2000 and I don't want to say 11 release, but around that area. Like that's an oldie.
OG.
Let us know what you got it for if you feel I don't know.
Could we get a Supergirl figure before the movie? Maybe now that they kind of know what she looks like, maybe.
I forget what company it was, but I saw it earlier today on Facebook that they are already making figures based on the appearance from at least Superman. So yeah,
they probably had to wait a little bit because that was kind of like a.
But to be fair, we're getting that movie next summer. If they end up making other characters from this movie, I mean, we already all know we want a Mr. Terrific, Hawkgirl, Guy Gardner, Lex Luthor. So
yeah. Prince is here as well. What is up? What's good, everyone? Copper Drop fam. Thank you so much, Prince, for being here. Awesome guy. Also, thank you for being an amazing channel member too. Always supporting as well.
And hopefully, Prince will stream with us.
That would be cool.
Soon.
That would be cool. Prince, we're always down. Let us know.
Because those who don't know, me and Joey got to hang out with him last time I was in Dallas.
Yeah. Oh, I think he did. We talked about a. Remember what's that? Oh, Pop wasn't giving him his thing. I think they finally give it to you, Prince. Remember the figure he was?
Oh yeah.
Trying to get. I forgot to keep him updated with him. I forgot if he told me that they did. I forgot. But let us know, Prince, if they give you the figure.
Joey, you got a brand new fan in the chats. Look at you, bro.
Do I?
Yeah,
I haven't
bro.
got down yet. Let me. I'll get down there and I'll see. Hey everyone, it's Curtis. What is up? Hey everyone, hope you are doing well. Met Ian McDermott last week. Bought the new Sidious overseas. Oh yeah, I remember you really wanted that Sidious too. Or actually, I get confused with all these Sidiouses now because there's like 3 of them. I thought the one with the red came out, like all the more of the red, but no, it was actually the one before that. So. But it still came out quicker. We'll talk about it when we get there. But yeah, also got my $850 worth of custom dioramas. And
damn, bro,
that I ordered. Fire. You're gonna have to send those to me. Let's see. We got the movie canon. Our guy, we were just talking about you backstage, saying how awesome your show is. So thank you for being here, and thank you for being a channel member as well. Let's see. Jazzy's here as well. Hello, cuties. What is up, Jazzy? I've been nagging. I've been nagging Jazzy. I'm so sorry about how he did his awesome display of DC, the Dark Knight, because he has like the tumbler and the bat pod like in such a good pose where my bat pod is way up here, never to be seen. But I really want to put it in the display, so I'm trying to figure out a way I can do that with the bat pod, and he was showing me. So hopefully I can do that. I know Austin gets annoyed when I have it like that. When I don't have the tumbler shown.
Because it's a cool piece. And one I still need to pick up at some point. Along with the 50 other things I keep saying.
You mean the Bane that you need to put with your camo tumbler, sir?
Yeah, I need a Bell Batman. I know, man. I'm behind.
I mean, to be fair, I need a Bell Batman too, but I'm waiting the long game with that one. I'm hoping that we're going to get an N-Art Batman Begins, or at least a 3.0 from Hot Toys, because I don't feel like shoving out the $600, $700 to build the Ultimate Begin suit. I'm good.
Rick is saying he was not serious about the Spider-Mans.
I didn't think you were being serious, but the way you came off, it came off serious.
He should be an actor. L Walker, our guy, what is up? I think I added L Walker on Facebook the other day, so appreciate you for her.
Dude, L Walker has a crazy awesome collection. Is a bunch of big jazzy.
Yeah. I don't know if I've seen it. I probably have. I need to take a look at it. I need to go through his stuff. Walker, appreciate for always being a channel member and always being here, Walker, and also talking in the chat all the time with you. Whenever I say hello in the chats, you're always there to say hi to me as well, and other people's streams. Valkyrie, you did not have to. You guys are so what? Thank you so much. You did not have to. Appreciate you for just being a channel member or even hitting the like button. But we'll play this one more time for you. Thank you.
Not about money. It's about sending a message.
I see Danny mouthing the line backstage with Joker.
It's not about money. It's about sending a message. Everything burns.
You guys are so. It's funny. We had to. Did we have to? Damn autocorrect mess up. Oh crap! What were you trying to say? Let us know what you're trying to say. Oh, you did not have to put $4.99 again. Do not. You did not have to do that. You guys are so awesome. Autocorrect messed up my message. I will, if I can, I will give you back that $5 that messed you up, Valkyrie.
It's not about money.
We'll have Danny do it for you that time.
Yeah. It's not about money. It's about sending a message.
Yomo here as well. Cop or drop. Yes, sir. Always here with Yomo. Jose Plus, shout out to him. I tuned into his Más o Menos live the other day. Amazing dude.
What up, Jose?
Tell Park.
It's Parks.
Tell Park to send my Peacemaker helmet.
It was a typo. It was a typo.
Yeah, I know you want my Peacemaker helmets. Look, man. Sorry, we're going to go ahead and get the spoilers. I'm sorry, okay? I feel like a part of me should hold on to at least one of the helmets after watching Superman. Okay, we don't know what's about to happen in Peacemaker season 2. My apologies. And you have a Peacemaker. Why do you need mine?
We got a Socratic Mind 89. What is up? What is up? What is up? Thank you for being here. Big Chap needs a 2.0. I agree. I heard that one's pretty brittle.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Okay. Grayson, what is up, Grayson? What's up, Joey? New fan of your channel. I saw your modded Toby Spider-Man, and it puts Hot Toys to shame. I got Hobby versus modded Black Suit 2.0 today. Keep up the amazing thank you so much, Grayson. That's amazing. I'm glad that you liked the video, and I'm glad that you like that Black Suit 2.0 as well, man. I've been debating on myself to even get that one as well. But I'm just waiting a little bit longer to see if I can get that head sculpt from Toy Stay to get Hobbyverse to mod that on the Black Suit as well. But it's going to be a while. But Grayson, appreciate you. Let's see if I skipped anybody. My bad. Venom Collector's here as well. Always here. Thank you. If I skip you, I am so sorry. But we want to get into some figures. So we are and Eclectic Collector. Thank you for being here every week. If I skipped you, like I said, I'm so sorry. But let's get into our first topic today. Now, what we're starting to do more on this channel is doing kind of some quick hitters, things that, came out, but we don't need to spend all the time talking about them because, they're not well known or it's just something quick we could talk about. So here's the first thing we have is this bug right here, the Kamen Rider Black. Now, there's a green one as well. This is something that I'm not really into.
Who's buying this?
I have no idea. That's why it's Copper Drop. I got to see who's doing it or not.
Look, no offense to anybody in the chat who's buying this, but I think I made a comment on it was either a Hot Toys official post or something in collector base, but I was like, haven't we seen this figure like a million times already? I understand that there's a green one, there's a red one. Don't they all have the same damn motorcycle? Like, what is this from? Does anybody watch this?
It's from Kamen Riders, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what is that? Like,
so
I think it's big in Japan.
Yeah, to be fair, these are extremely popular in a lot of Asian countries.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're not necessarily the primary targeted audience for this. Yeah, when I look at it, they all kind of look the exact same to me. They're kind of cool though. Reminds me of Beetleborgs. I don't know if you guys ever saw that.
I remember that. Yeah.
They remind me of Power Rangers.
Yeah, it's like in that same line. Yeah.
It's giving like Blue Beetle meets Power Rangers for whatever reason. Yeah. I know this is a drop for all of us, but let us know in the comments. I don't know if Joey's already started the poll.
No, for these quick hitters, I'm not gonna put anything. In
okay. Let us know in the chat if y'all are gonna get this. If anybody watches the show, give us more context.
So Danny's buying it. You buying it?
100%. Yeah. This is coming home. I'm gonna actually replace every single one of my figures with Kamen Riders. Yes. This started in the 70s.
Yeah, I guess so. Dang.
And they still are not that well known, I guess, for me. Wow.
Yeah.
Still going?
Any thoughts about it, Dan? You got any?
Me? No, I don't know this IP. But I guess if it's popular in Japan, those collectors are happy, so I'm happy for them. But I don't know this.
Yeah, because it's like let's say what's popular here that's probably not popular in Japan. I don't know, like horror stuff, probably.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars. So I mean, and they make mainly Star Wars stuff, for us. So
yeah. Trying to think what else. A lot of Pixar films are not popular over there.
I say just think about films, right? There's a lot that don't do well internationally. I don't think Star Wars does well internationally. Marvel's pretty hit or miss, but that's pretty popular amongst the board everywhere.
Oh, what up, Jedi Chris? How are you? Thank you for that ad on Facebook, Dar. I appreciate it. Power Rangers and Beetleborgs was inspired by this IP production company. Okay.
No, okay.
So yeah,
and everybody
that pick is wild.
Yeah, the pick is wild, but we got AVO. What is up, AVO? Putting drop for this one as well. Yeah, AVO don't even know about this. Don't even know about Hot Toys barely, but yeah, he's even saying drop. So Shadow Moon is this one's what it's called, and then this one is I don't know. I guess just Kamen Rider.
It's Kamen Rider Black.
I think that's what it's called.
Shadow Moon.
But this one's Shadow Moon.
Oh, I got them mixed up then. Oh man, they do look a lot alike.
Aren't you supposed to be the AI guy?
Not the inspiration.
I mean, I don't really have a whole lot to talk about these. I think they're both 305 on Sideshow.
Okay.
Shipping Q1 of 2026. You got some LED. You got some LED lights, USB powered.
Okay, that's good. How can they do this USB but not like Iron Man?
I don't know. I wonder how that body is. I'm kind of thinking back to like the plastic Iron Man, of how kind of like disappointed I was with like holding it and trying to pose it. It just didn't feel great.
Yeah.
I wonder how this one is in hand.
Jedi said, Chris said, still a drop though.
Yeah.
So he likes it, but it's still a drop.
Or at least he's aware of it. Obviously more aware than we are. I
mean, this bike is wild though too, man. I mean, it's literally a bug.
Yeah, just and that's another thing with these is that I know it's not accurate to the IP, but if these were just normal bikes, I would offer maybe like something for people who don't know anything about this IP. That way they can put this with their Drifter Batman or put it with their James Bond figure, or et cetera, et cetera.
Looks like like Grayson saying, looks like a mix of RoboCop, Ant-Man, and Power Rangers drop. Yeah. Bro, you got everything on here. Yeah. What is up, Pickle? How are you doing? Have you talked about Two-Face yet? No, we are about to get to that, though. We just
yes.
Okay, last thing. Speaking of bikes, you know what I cannot wait for? And I'm not even like really a massive fan. Tron. I like the first Tron movie, but there's not a whole lot of attachment, right? I think I saw it like twice. It's still been a long time since I've seen it. Watching Tron Ares, like the trailer, that was cool as hell. Like I'm pumped.
Didn't you just watch it before the thing, or no?
No, I'm gonna rewatch it.
No, the trailer they sent it in the chat, and you said that was so cool or something like that.
I sent a poster.
Oh, the poster. Oh, I thought that was the trailer. My bad.
I've seen the trailer a couple times. I actually was with you the first time I saw it.
Yeah.
Wow. It looks awesome. But I'm actually excited to see the Tron figures with those bikes.
Mm-hmm.
See, I would agree with that if they are USB powered. If they're not, these things are going to be a fucking nightmare when it comes to these just trying to keep
should be.
lit up.
They will.
Because the Bat bike for Pattinson's Batman is USB.
Yeah, but I mean like their actual suits too, man. Like this is like one of those scenarios where it's not like Iron Man where you can get away with, not turning the lights on because he has those in the movie. But in Tron, like you don't ever see these characters with their lights turned off on their outfits. And part of Tron's like recognizability in terms of how it looks on the shelf is going to be those lights. So I'm curious how they're going to pull that off. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. We got West Michigan Collector in here as well. My guy, how you doing? How you doing? Hey y'all, he knows about this Dallas traffic. Man, it was bad today. Holy crap. But yeah, so let's switch over to the next topic. We got the Two-Face. There it is. The Kojin Works, aka J&D Two-Face. Now we did get, we showed some of this off last week with some of the head sculpts, which looked outstanding, and they look outstanding here as well. But now we kind of see the tailoring and how it's going to look, and I mean, God, it looks absolutely amazing. This is probably one of the most realistic figures I've probably ever seen in my life. And depending on the price, it could be a cop. I don't know yet. I don't know the price yet.
Didn't Collecting Nerd Zone say in our behind the scenes chat that it's like 1,069 or something before shipping?
I don't know if he was just I don't know if he actually got that number.
If you guys know in the chat, let us know.
I think he was ballparking it. I don't think they've announced an official price on this yet.
Okay, so there's not an official announced price yet. Got it.
Yeah. We'll start with Dan though. What do you think about it? What are you getting this if it's in a certain price range? What's the price range that you probably want this at?
Yeah, I mean, we saw with the previous G&D figures, most of the time there are 1,000 plus, and that's a killer for me, sadly. But I must give them props. Their Joker, they updated it, and it's the best looking Joker out there. So I can see why someone would justify the price, but for me personally, it's still too much. But the Aaron Eckhart likeness on this is crazy.
It is.
And I really need a Two-Face from the Dark Knight. So I'm hoping Hot Toys does a 3.0. Or maybe this guy is maybe like 800, but that's still pushing it for me. So, yeah.
You'd have to sell a couple things. I mean, that's what I would do is I'd have to sell a couple things. If it's 800, that's doable to sell one figure and you're already paying half of it off almost. So that's kind of doable for me.
I was talking about with my lady earlier, like if you break it down to how many figures you're buying per year, right? If this thing's going for $1,000, you could really just limit that down to be like, okay, this is like at least 2 artisan releases that are coming out this year. And if you're looking at the way that this rooted hair is looking, dude, I don't know, man. I think it'd be worth better than 2 artisans that come out, like that Iron Spider or that Black Widow, right? So,
especially
Dan,
if you're a DC fan.
Let me ask you, Dan. So, like, where would this go in your collection?
That podium, dude. That's awesome.
Right, like that's one of the coolest, I think, dioramas I've seen for a 1/6 figure. But yeah, Dan, would you be wanting, like, if you had the money? Let's say money's not an issue. Would you get both of these, or do you just want Two-Face?
I think, is it not a switch out head sculpt? Is it 2 figures?
No, these are 2 figures. Yeah.
I think so, because the base is different, I think, on the pictures too.
The base and also the suit, man. This one's not burnt.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm an idiot. Okay, yeah.
You're not an idiot. It's okay. We love you, Joey. Not to mention too, the shirt itself, like on the collar, it's slightly little charcoaled from the burnt. Yeah, they went all nooks and crannies with the details on this.
I mean, I would probably get the 2-pack because you get the podium with all the different mics, like the detail is crazy.
That's cool.
And I mean, the likeness to Harvey Dent on this sculpt is the best, I think. So I probably, if I spend so much money, why not get the Ultimate Edition?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking in my head, right? Like if you still have that Jim Gordon from Hot Toys from back in the day that looks still pretty good to this day, and you put it up next to this with the Batman Begins suit, you have the little Trinity from the beginning of the movie there. Especially,
I got that Gordon.
I was about to say, yeah, and you got that Gordon. So, and there's a lot of people out in the 1/6 community that do only collect or mostly collect Dark Knight stuff. So I'm excited to see like how the next few years. How like look at all those microphones. Like to see an entire story mapped out in people's shelves of this trilogy. It's going to be cool to see.
What are these head sculpts too? I feel like they were trying to like put some Easter eggs back there or something.
They could have been, but keep in mind too, like they're also a statue company, right? So that could have just been. I mean, then again, like what do we know, right?
Yeah, but I feel like honestly, if Hot Toys was to do this and they did the rooted hair, it wouldn't look too bad. So I feel like Hot Toys could come out with an artisan of this one, especially because they're in need of one. I don't know. I don't know when the last time this one. I have it, but I just don't know when the last time the 2.0 came out. Wasn't it a few years ago?
It was like 2018, I believe.
Yeah, it was a while ago. So I don't. Yeah. I feel like they could do an artisan, but I feel like they would have done it by now. I don't know, but maybe.
Never say never. They just it was an artisan, but they did just reveal their Scarecrow 2.0 from.
They're redoing the villains.
As I say, they're redoing all the Batman Dark Knight figures anyway, so you might as well probably take in consideration. But go back to that last photo, Joey.
Gotcha.
Look at that. Look at that though. There's no universe where Hot Toys can make it look as good as this, and man, I don't know. A lot of times, if you look up videos about the Dark Knight, oftentimes you'll have people talk about why the film is so good, and part of that is the Joker proving to Gotham City that he could bring people just as good as Harvey Dent down to his level.
Yeah.
And what a way to represent it in the shelf with this messed up face, dude. Looking at it in figure form, it's more messed up than the movie, right? Because they have the ability to make it look more detailed. They have the ability to make it a little bit more grotesque versus the CGI that we saw in the film. So, Joey, are you picking this up?
I'm gonna wait and see what Hot Toys does before I do anything. Maybe they'll respond with something. I don't know.
They're very reactionary.
Yeah. Austin, what are you feeling? Are you gonna get? What are you gonna do?
Man, you guys got some deep pockets.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, no. I'm gonna wait because I don't think I could spend that much.
This is a drop. This is a drop for me. Nothing against the quality of it. Looks cool. Honestly, though, I do not need perfection with one of my action figures. You know, I don't need $1,000 figure. Honestly, you know, that $300 range where I get something that looks pretty damn good. I can just throw it in my shelf, and when I look at it, it has that representation of that movie, or it looks pretty freaking similar to that character. That's good enough for me. Yeah, so if Hot Toys does another one, I would be in on that. No, not at all. Now, one of the really cool things is this is silicone. The skin is silicone.
Yep.
That's pretty neat. I would like to actually see one of those in hand and actually like pose it and see what that feels like versus a normal figure. I'm just curious to know the mechanics behind that. As of now, I believe people would have two options on how to order this. Direct through J&D, which I guess like one of the benefits. Okay, you have two options. You have direct through J&D, and then you have Big Bad Toy Store. And you may think to yourself, you know, which one do I go with if you're considering dropping the money on this? J&D, one of the positives, it's going to be an earlier release for them because it's direct through them. Lower MSRP for that. You're probably going to pay more for shipping though, and in taxes because it's coming internationally. So you know maybe try and keep that in mind.
Yeah. Big
Bad Toy Store. Most likely higher MSRP on that one, but Big Bad Toy Store, definitely correct me if I'm wrong. They have a flat $5 shipping.
I thought it's $4.
Oh, is it $4? Okay, $4. So you may save on that. So definitely weigh out those two options.
I mean, like with Big Bad Toy Store, y'all saw that diorama I got. I mean, that diorama.
I'm jealous as hell.
That diorama, I think, is going for a bit now. I'm not sure, but it was it was only $90 for that diorama, free for $4 shipping.
Yeah,
that was them adding
tax, so $103. Oh.
That was them adding the tariff fee too on it. So
yeah. But no, this looks cool. I'm excited to actually see because this is just a prototype, right? I'll be excited to see what this actually ends up being like.
Yeah.
We saw a pretty good discrepancy between the proto and final for the Joker, which is extremely positive. So I'll be curious to see what happens with this one. They hear some feedback. Hopefully people are critical and they don't just say it's perfect. But hopefully you can find something to critique. And if not, this is a damn good prototype. I won't be able to find the inaccuracies on this. It looks eerie, though. It looks pretty damn eerie.
Transformers Talk Raw is saying that to him it looks more like Thomas Jane than it does Aaron Eckhart. What do you think? Do you see that also?
Oh my god. Yeah, okay. I don't know.
Graham said he looks like an alien or a vampire Harvey Dent.
It's funny. I actually kind of see Thomas Jane.
I was supposed to, I do too, but I still think it looks like Aaron Eckhart.
I wouldn't have assumed this was a Thomas Jane. Like, looking at this, I would have assumed it's the actor who played Two-Face, but I see Thomas Jane. That's funny.
I'm pulling up an image right now of Aaron Eckhart.
So, hey, Jedi states, does anyone worry about the silicone over time? I don't think there's enough quote-unquote evidence with these figures about like the deterioration of that. But in general, silicone does deteriorate over time. So that definitely could be an issue. I think it's gonna be one of those talking points of how long, or what does that time frame look like? We have a lot of anecdotal accounts of pleather over a period of time, and we definitely know the conditions of where you live definitely affects it, right? So I'll be curious to see how silicone holds up, and hopefully we actually know people in our circles.
Yeah.
We know one guy. We know Mike. So
yeah. This is 100% true, though. Let me see. Hold on, Danny.
Yeah, I got the image pulled up right here.
Is that probably the reference photo? Kind of what they went?
No, I mean it's just like a standard still from the movie of what he looked like. I think they did a good job.
They did, but I feel like his face on this one's a little bit longer.
I have a question about the eyes, because it could just be the lighting. Not getting enough light in those eyes. Eyes look extremely dark.
Yeah, they look low.
No.
Yeah,
it's like he's squinting.
So I'm fine.
He has blue eyes in real life.
I'm fine with the expression, but I cannot see the color of the eye, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
Because standing a few feet from a normal person, you can't always tell what color their eye or their eye is. But I'm curious if it's the lighting or if it's actually the, I don't know, paint app, would you say?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it could be the lighting, because in these photos to me, dude, I can see it.
I know. You charge your
my phone.
But what Jedi's Night's Watch made a lot of sense by saying this is where was that thing? If I'm not splurging on the Joker, I'm definitely not getting this. And that's true. I mean, what I told our group is that this is kind of a side character, but it's not. He's a main part of the movie, but he also is kind of like a side character. So if I'm not buying that Joker, then why would I spend the same amount of money on this?
On that note, though, because keep in mind, how many Two-Faces have we had that look good? One and
hey, this one's pretty good. The Hot Toys one, I just need it rooted. It would look cool.
But the Hot Toys one, it's a little dated now, considering the technologies that they have now. If they were to make a Two-Face today, I feel like it would be very similar, very on point to this, right?
Yeah.
Look at that Hot Toys figure now; it doesn't really look as good as some of their new 2.0 villains that they've been doing. But on that note, you're talking about how,
but does it look good enough?
Yeah, I mean, this is not a side character to me. To me, Harvey Dent was the whole point of the Dark Knight movie, right? It was literally Joker's plot, right? If you get Two-Face, it's representation of what the whole point of the movie was for Joker, was to prove to Gotham that everyone's just like him on the inside. So, depending if the Dark Knight is your favorite Batman movie, I think it's justified to shove out the price tag for this, because
I mean, yeah.
But
also,
Graham in the chats is like, no justice.
Sorry, y'all. Sophia's barking.
Sophia's giving her thoughts on Two-Face.
But I mean, this is true too. You could also get $1,000 worth of tumbler.
That is if you want a tumbler.
No, man, you can snag a tumbler for a lot.
No, I think he's talking about the. I think
Chassis.
How much was?
I pre-ordered that one.
Oh, you did? Ooh,
Yep.
that one's gonna be cool.
But
Which
yeah,
one?
keep in
The
mind,
camo
though-
or the regular?
The Begins version.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Keep in mind, Tumblr. Not everybody has the. I don't have the room for a Tumblr in a showcase like this. You know what I mean? But it's like I do have.
You
room
put it on
for-
top.
Bro, no,
You'd have a little overhang.
A little bit. I
Okay.
mean,
no. That
you
thing
call
was-
it the bat at that point.
Yeah, essentially.
But yeah, I agree too. Where like Jedi saying that if you keep paying this, they're gonna know that we could afford more. At that time too. So prices are just gonna keep going up and up and up. But
I don't think so.
I mean, they already did it with the artisan figures. I mean,
No.
they did it with Hono too.
So, okay, so a couple things with that. These are different markets of people. J&D is not catering to the average 6-scale community, right? This is the average person, average collector. I would say that all of us are not necessarily average because we have like an abundance of a lot of these toys, right? We are not spending $1,000 a figure. So that is not the norm. J&D is catering to a niche audience. The artisan line with Hot Toys is still catering to a niche audience. You could definitely argue, and some even argue, Hot Toys is typically the standard for 6 scale, like that $300 range. And the more and more that gets driven up, the more and more people will pull out of it. They introduce Hono to possibly like combat that, introduce that $180 to $200 mark. I don't think this is one of those things if people buy J&D, all these prices are going to keep going up, and then every figure is going to be $500 to $1,000. It's not going to happen. We're going to have another company that comes in and then reintroduces figures at that $300 mark, because then all the other companies kind of strayed away from that. That's kind of one of the beauties of capitalism,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everybody's split on this. Like, it could go either way for some, for some people.
Yeah, I mean, definitely consumer spending can for sure attribute and encourage bad habits for companies.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, yeah, that's true.
It could. I don't know. So I don't know.
You also got to keep in mind too, right? We're forgetting this is a silicone seamless body, right? Like this is about as close as to a non-looking action figure that it gets.
Silicone's cool. Hey, so it's not a metal skeleton, right? Like that was that debunked? Is that what I saw?
Oh, that skeleton that Joker had, it was like a full skeleton, then it got smaller and smaller and smaller.
Like one of the promos was like,
yeah,
it is a metal skeleton surrounded by silicone. If I remember correctly, that's how it was promoted, and then somebody posted like a picture.
I think it was the skull, wasn't it? It wasn't the actual metal body.
Yeah. I don't quite know how all that panned out, but like it's kind of confirmed they're not metal skeletons. Also, it's storming outside, so in case like I get kicked off, just know.
I hope you do your weekly little glitch. That'd be so fun.
That hasn't happened, baby. We've upgraded. We've grown.
What's up, Stacy? How are you doing? Thank you for being here. Good evening, guys. Just tuned in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's see. Who I miss? Aiden's here. What is up, Aiden? Appreciate you.
What's up, brother?
Appreciate you. Aiden.
The
Jazz Inc. was a little bit over 1,000, but still, you're kind of close to it for this figure. I feel like this figure with the podium is going to be more than this at that point. $13.99 at that point. Especially because you'll get 2. But also check out Jedi's Night's Watch new video. He made kind of like a diorama for his
89 Batman, yeah.
For his 89 Batman. It was really cool. Into that. Yeah. It's awesome. Check his channel out. He posts very consistently.
One more thing, since we talked about the Tumblr. 1,300 for Jazz Inc. I'm definitely not stating this to like deter people from that, but you can snag the Hot Toys Tumblr pretty cheap in the VST groups, like $300 to $400 cheap for like the black Tumblr from Hot Toys. So keep that in mind.
100%. That guy Mark, what is up? Just wait till J&D starts dropping 1/6 versions of Berserk. prices going up with that.
That's the video game, like with the sword guy, right? That's all I know.
I think so.
I don't know much about it. What is up, Jordan? Jordan Skinner, how are you? Love that picture. Prices will keep going up. It's inevitable. Also, it depends on how you collect. Do you collect via quantity or quality for limited, smaller collection? Yeah, that is true too.
Which is the direction I'm going in personally, which is like less, but just 10 out of 10.
Get the best. Get the best set of.
Only like even if it's a character that I like. I was talking to Austin about this before the show. We saw me and my lady an Invincible custom on a BST group, and I immediately texted him. I was like, "Yo, dude, where do I find this?" Because like, if I'm not happy with how a character looks, even if it's a top 10 character, I'm not going to cop the figure. Like, I have to actually love the figure now in terms of wanting to actually buy it, because you can't put 10 out of 10s next to like, yeah, it was a solid 7 out of 10 figure, you know, because it throws my eye vision off as an artist. I don't know. So while the prices for this is getting crazy and it is kind of steep for just one figure, at the end of the day, you're already going to be spending that much if you're already getting like 2 or 3 7 out of 10s or 6 out of 10 figures as it is. So it really just comes down to quantity versus quality.
Yeah, it kind of just depends on where you want to weigh it at.
I'm like a good in between.
Because I don't mind having third-party figures next to my regular figures. It really doesn't matter to me. Like, I have the Sideshow Pennywise next to the Hot Toys Pennywise, and they both look great.
This is just hobby money, so I do need that to last. I can't just drop the $1,000 on the Two-Face because it could take away from other things that I like buying. So I do got to keep that in mind. But I also like buying these. I also have I don't have everything segmented into like one niche. I collect so many different IPs and different movie representations. So I don't know. Definitely a good mix of quality and quantity because I like this shit. It's fun.
It is.
Makes me happy.
Hell yeah.
Transformer saying, good show, fellas. Not a 1/6 guy yet, but been curious for years. This popped up on my feed, and I thought I'd come and annoy y'all with my lack of knowledge of these. No, man, thank you for even being here. I'm glad it showed up in your feed, too. If you tune in every week, we're here every week talking about them. And I don't want to say that we're going to try to enable you to get a figure or not, because then it's kind of a rabbit hole after that. But if you ever have that excess income and you want one of these, I recommend just getting your favorite figure and a figure that's already out, so you don't have to wait 2 years. Like, say I like Iron Man, I would start off with Iron Man like I did.
Well,
and just go from there.
He's Transformers talk. I'd recommend for your first figure, go ahead and check out the 3-0 Transformers figures. I think that would be a great introduction into the 1/6 line, because it's still very reminiscent of probably what you're already used to collecting, and it's not diving head first.
He likes Transformers, though.
Yeah, so it's not diving head first and getting an Iron Man.
How do you know he likes Transformers?
Wild guess. I don't know.
God dang it, Danny.
That's a trick question.
What if he's like, I hate Power Rangers, but this guy told me to get it, so.
You're like, I listen to Joey on YouTube. He says I have to get it.
No, I'm just saying that I recommend you get a figure that's like available now, so you don't gotta be like, damn, this thing's taking too long. Because I've recommended figures to my friends before too, and they almost canceled because it took so long, and they're not used to that wait time, So
yeah, my girlfriend was wanting the in-art Superman right after the movie, and I was like, you gotta wait till like the latter half of next year.
Hey, Transformers talk raw. If you have a shop local to you, definitely swing on in one day if you're curious, just take a look at the quality. I'm sure those guys there may have some 6-scale figures. Take a look at it, see the quality, see it in hand, see how it feels, and then kind of go from there. But definitely stop in. We will be dropping some news each week. And if not anything else, you get to hear some banter between some friends and some guys.
That's always the fun part.
Yeah.
Thank you, though. Thank you for being here. We got Jedi saying, when purchasing figures, I want it to last. So silicone is actually a turnoff for me. I try to stay away from pleather if I can, too. Yeah.
But Graham, let me ask you, brother. Do you really think that this company would have shelved out as much as an investment they have if they didn't think it was going to last? I mean, granted, we don't know, right? Because it's not been around long enough.
Yeah.
But a part of me wants to believe that they had some sort of like plan in place. And
wait. Not to cut you off. I'm about to.
How dare you?
One moment. So the counter argument to that would be pleather.
Okay. Yeah.
Pleather, no matter what, is gonna probably depends on where you live, but
look, I was supposed to say where you live, the humidity, like in Tennessee, dude. This is not a state you want to have a figure with pleather on it. It's no.
But in Texas, though, I feel like pleather would mess up too. But I mean, I've had pleather figures for a while. The only one that ever messed up on me was Bane, the 1.0. That one messed up on me.
The new one, I don't think is gonna have that issue because it's like a different material on the jacket.
It feels like it, yeah. S-Beam.
Mine too, Joey.
Oh, really? Yeah, mine was bad. I gave it to a friend. It was so bad.
Did you get that 2.0 Bane, Dan?
No, I have the 1.0.
Why didn't you get it?
I mean, I have the 1.0 and I put the brown sweater on him so you don't see the joints.
Yeah.
So he looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I think the head sculpt is not bad too on the 1.0.
It's not.
No.
S-Beam, how are you? Appreciate it for being here, saying what's up. Rouse16 Studio, hey, what's up, everyone? Just joined the stream. Love this two-phase. Damn, those prices are hectic. They are. Check out Rouse16. Why did I say Ralph? Raphael's 16 Studio on Instagram. Thank you, Raphael, for always being here as well. Let's see, anybody new join up in here? We got Nick's Collectibles. How are you doing?
What's up, Nick?
Danny agreeing with Danny. Yes.
Thank you.
Literally spent $170 on 2 nice figures. I can't see spending that much, but I'm poor. Hey, I feel you. We have Jogron. What is up, Jogron? How you doing? This looks pretty good. It does look good. I agree. Believe that's Lane. What's up, Lane? Yeah, I've known to mess around with Transformers a little with the 3.0 stuff. Looks great. It does.
I don't know, man. Maybe you could have been a Voltron fan, and I was just talking out of my ass. I apologize.
But we're gonna go on to the next topic. This was supposed to be a quick hitter, but we kind of talked about it a lot.
It's definitely a big conversation over
Yeah. So we're gonna go swing over to this now. We got some new pictures of the in-art Superman, and I will say these look like a whole damn new figure. Like they went and spray painted this shit a different fucking color.
They turned up saturation.
I mean, God, it looks so much different.
I imagine the team over at InArt just got out of the theater and just started rushing over to the studio, like, repaint it right now, repaint it.
Because, I mean, I don't know. This looks really good. The head sculpt still is a little iffy for me.
Really?
But overall, I mean, this looks great. But the head right here where the neck meets the head needs to absolutely be fixed. This is a prototype, so...
They did announce that they're doing updates to this figure.
Yeah. And clearly they already have, they're already trying. I mean, but this looks so good. Crypto looks good as well. So, Dan, is this something you're gonna get? Are you gonna get this one?
I'm still debating with myself.
Yeah.
But right now it's the best figure out there. In my opinion, it's way better than Hot Toys.
Yeah.
100%.
The only thing I actually prefer on Hot Toys is the base, because this one is very small, even for InArt. But yeah, Crypto looks amazing. And I kind of like the closed eyes head sculpt. I know a lot of people don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something different for sure. So I kind of like it. But... yeah, I mean, there are so many figures coming out now with ACGHK, I think it's called, the event.
Yeah.
There are going to probably be some new announcements. So I haven't pre-ordered this yet, but I really enjoyed the movie, and I'm sure we're going to talk about it later. But yeah,
I see your
looks
cat.
amazing.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Dang.
Dan, real quick, we're going to get into the movie later, but give us your quick rating 1 to 10 on
Oh,
Superman.
we're gonna get to that later. We're gonna get to that later.
Don't give your
Don't
rating.
do that yet. Don't do that yet.
Joey's gonna snipe me through the camera if I ask.
We got that topic for a little later. S Beam pre-ordered both. I see S Beam. Austin, is this something that's changed your mind, or were you just always on InArt for this one? Or after last time you didn't see the movie yet, so now you probably have a different opinion.
Good question. I'm gonna try and be vague.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to give my thoughts of the movie yet. I will say last week we talked through this, and I think so. Last week I was actually leaning towards the Hot Toys. I thought the Hot Toys looked good. I am not a perfectionist in life and or collecting. As stated, I don't need the most perfect figure at the highest price to satisfy that itch.
Yeah.
But I think talking it out last week with you, Joey, I kind of came to the conclusion that InArt would be the better purchase.
I think so.
Because InArt comes in at, was it
380, something like that.
368 on kit. Was it $60 deposit, 308 after the fact? So you get 2 sculpts with that.
Yeah.
I like the Hot Toys base quite a bit, and before I like the color of the Hot Toys figure quite a bit, because InArt felt a bit muted from the pictures from last week. These feel more saturated, is brighter, fits the tone of the movie and that style of that Superman, which is nice seeing that accuracy, especially with InArt. The closed eye sculpt doesn't do a whole lot for me. I prefer the other one, I think, as of right now. Yeah, there's something still off with the head sculpt. I don't think that's perfect. At all.
It's not a 10.
Yeah, the next seam isn't that appealing. Body looks good. Biceps are massive, especially in that pose where his hands are on his hips. Biceps look pretty exaggerated, I think, compared to what we got. He's jacked. He's absolutely jacked. I'm not saying otherwise. It just they seem rather large compared to everything else.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I'm not that nitpicky, and I'm just trying to critique as of now. I would say I'm in the InArt camp.
Okay.
I still really like the Hot Toys. I don't think, to be fair, I don't think Hot Toys is shit, and I don't think InArt is absolutely blowing them out of the water to the point it's unreasonable not to buy it. Once again, fans and collectors win. The more options you get for a figure or a character, the better. So, yeah, I kind of wish, just kind of like Dan said, the base is really small. As of lately, I've been really drawn to more dynamic bases that are a bit larger. That creates more of a feel or a scene.
Kind of like the new Joker, I
mean, that's the perfect example.
Yeah.
Me and Danny were talking about that probably being the most dynamic, most fun base that Hot Toys has offered. At least that I can think of.
Yeah,
those are fun. I really like that. That's kind of where I'm at in collecting right now. That's super appealing. This is cool, dude. Maybe a hodgepodge, both of them. Get that Hot Toys base. That could be cool.
Yeah,
probably make something pretty easy yourself.
Not to cut you off, brother, but like me and my lady were talking about, you could just get crystals, actual crystals that are the same color as the Fortress of Solitude, and just put it in the display with it, and then you could literally recreate that environment, and it'll give it that blue hue to it inside. I think that'd be cooler than doing. You can have this InArt base, but surrounded by legit actual crystals around it. That way, it gives it an authentic look to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can make your own, or get Raphael to print you off some crystals.
I think Raphael would do it really. I think he'd probably make.
We might talk Raphael. Yeah.
Collection Obsession. Hello. He said he pre-ordered the InArt one. Okay,
that was a quick ramble of hopefully not giving any clues of my thoughts of the movie.
Watched the movie and instantly pre-ordered the InArt. Okay.
Joey, I think we talked about last week, just for, I guess, clarification on the prices. I think 1/6 kit, $368, $60 deposit, $308 after that. I don't remember. Was Hot Toys $305?
I forgot.
No, it was like 285 or something.
285, I think.
It's 285. Okay.
Yeah.
But you get 2 head sculpts with in art and
Yeah.
and
2 capes.
Premium. The figure itself is a little bit heavier. Like
okay.
The bodies for every single one of their figures. Like the list goes on. I'll go ahead and take it away for my thoughts on this figure. I was already in the in art camp. I was already going to be like, you know what, dude, I'm all in on this in art set. I think that while yes, they need to fix the biggest thing that's an eyesore for me is like on the shoulders, the lining needs to come up a lot more. Like they made it come down way too low. But other than that, I'm happy with the head sculpt. I'm happy with Crypto. I would like, instead of the closed eye head sculpt, I thought it'd be cool, especially to fit the vibe of this movie, give him the smiling expression that he was doing at the end of the movie, right? Like,
I'd rather do have that.
I was about to say this Superman smiled more than I think Christopher Reeve smiled. Like this man was smiling the whole damn movie, even when he's getting his ass beat. So I would have preferred a smiling expression because, you know, out of all the Supermans, to have his arms crossed or his hands on his hips or whatever, I feel like it would be either this Superman or Christopher Reeve. So the eyes closed head sculpt, I feel like that would have been better on like a Cavill figure than Corn Sweat. But yeah, this is easily going to be a cop for me. Pre-ordering this in the coming weeks. I wonder if they're probably going to extend that pre-order date now, considering they're doing updates on it. But yeah, dude, I'm excited for all of us to get this in. I feel like next summer, when this probably gets dropped around the time Supergirl gets released, this will be a fun time next summer. So,
well, I agree. Christian Crosshair Cooper's in here. What is up? What is up? What is up? Saying what's up, guys? Thank you for being here. Awesome channel member and mod. But yeah, so that's kind of our thoughts of this in art. Superman. Love the update on it.
They make that Mr. Terrific, man. Give us the whole Justice Gang. Give us Lex Luthor. Give us Metamorpho, please.
Yeah.
No.
Oh no! I just ruined your whole mood, or what?
What the fuck, man?
Also, obviously, you know Danny's thoughts of the movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start a poll for this one. I probably should have done it for the last two, but this one might be faster than all the other ones. But we got some Star Wars to throw in here real quick. We do have this Palpatine that came out. This was from Revenge of the Sith. So this one for me is a drop. I am not copying this one. I believe this one came out pretty fast. I think
about a year, right?
Is it a year?
I think it was a year.
Oh, okay. I always get confused with the other one. The
Granted, they've released how many fucking Palpatines in the last year alone, bro? So it's kind of hard to keep up with all of them.
Yeah. So this was a drop for me. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna have this with Anakin though, like this right here. It looks really good, but I feel like the other one's gonna look a lot better with the Anakin, especially
Yoda.
Or Yoda, yeah, Yoda too. But no, I'm not copying this one. But Dan, I see all those Star Wars figures behind you. What is this one? Is this one a cop or a drop for you?
It's also a drop for me. I mean, right now we have the Clone Wars Palpatine. We have this one. Then with the one with the red robes from Episode 3. Yeah. So 3 options. And I thought about it. I would probably get the Clone Wars Palpatine now if I had to pick one. But I must say I like the Sith eyes on this one. They look really good. And then that creepy smile.
Yeah.
And I'm a big Darth Sidious fan. I also got a picture with Ian McDermott. I think maybe I can show it once.
Show it. Let me see. I'll full screen you. Let's see. I think I've seen this one. Yeah. Oh my god. How was he? Was he nice?
Yeah, it was more of a take a photo and get away.
That's how it usually is.
No.
Some people will go all out. I guess probably you have to be dressed up or something. Maybe they'll stay with you a little bit longer.
What it is, so a lot of times these celebrities will have like some security with them, and they like either do like a tap on their arm or they're like letting them know like when it's time to move on. So it's not even up to the actor.
I met Dwight Schrute, and that was pretty cool. I mean, you could tell that he wanted to talk, but I mean, there were so many people that you got to keep going.
Especially with how long it depends on how long the line is.
Yeah, and I understand because they got to get everybody going.
Yeah.
Yeah, the line was pretty long, and they said don't touch him. So I don't know if you saw it on the picture, but I'm kind of doing like that pose with my arms. I wanted to recreate that Darth Maul pose in episode 1.
Okay, but you're more for the Clone Wars one. Okay.
Yeah.
Austin, and is this a cut for you? I know you would rather have the Clone Wars one too, right?
Yeah. So this one looks cool. It's great. We have quite a bit of options with Palpatine. Ideally, I would like a Palpatine in a throne, or Sidious in a throne. I mean, that's probably the most appealing variation of the character I'd like. This one is fine. I like the scene where this is from. You know, fighting Yoda in Revenge of the Sith. That's really cool. We have other options that are more appealing to me. Like, you could grab the Clone Wars Palps, old Sheev, for pretty cheap now, below retail because of this one. And just because of that, I mean, that's pretty appealing. I know Lenny, one of the admins for the 1-6 Republic group, he's selling his. He had his up for like $190.
Really?
For that Clone Wars one. I've seen it sell for a couple. I've seen a couple sell for like $200.
Yeah, I was going to say Ray on Hogwarts Toys is offering deals on that one all the time on his site too. So
yeah, it's pretty appealing, and that kind of satisfies that itch I would need for like the representation. This is cool. This is cool. You get the USB lightsaber, power it up. You get rolling eyes, which we should probably stop glazing both of those aspects because those should be a standard.
Yeah, now they are.
Right now. Yeah, it's cool. Looks good.
Yeah, the fingers look good too. I mean, look how detailed the fingernails are on here. Wow.
I mean, just because you're a Sith doesn't mean you cannot be hygienic. You know,
right? And the teeth are very.
He for sure doesn't scrub his tongue.
Dude, I'm about to bitch about these teeth. Don't even.
You don't like them,
dude? Okay,
okay. Your turn, Danny. Oh God.
I'm gonna take off my rose-tinted glasses. Okay. All right. I'm gonna pretend that I still collect Star Wars for a second. What the hell happened with this head sculpt? First of all, the prototype images for this actually looked really good. They looked scary. He looked just like those behind-the-scenes photos from Revenge of the Sith when he was in full makeup.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a Star Wars hater. Okay. For whatever reason, this isn't just Star Wars figures. This happens to a lot of Marvel figures too.
No, wait, Dan. Be critical. I actually enjoy this. I don't like the overly glazing of all parties with one thing. It's always fun to introduce a little bit of devil's advocate or actually some negativity.
Yeah.
Bring on negativity.
I'm not just negative towards Star Wars figures, dude. I mean, Catwoman 2.0 is a dog shit figure that was released a year or two ago. It's good, whatever, sure, but that should have been an artisan. Anyway, back to Palpatine here. What the hell happened, man? For whatever reason, Hot Toys sculpts for Marvel and Star Wars figures, they look like they went to the Diddy party. Like, why are they so doused up in oil? Like, his teeth have shine on them. His teeth? Dude, this thing has yellow, disgusting, degraded teeth. He would not have glaze on them. Like, I don't understand like this over need to like gloss up the figure and make it look like it's polished. Like it, especially for an old wrinkled character, there would not be any kind of like shine on that head whatsoever. Maybe it's just the lighting, but I've seen on other figures before, and I'm like, that's such an eyesore, especially on teeth, dude. It makes sense if you have pearly whites, but if it's just straight up like you yellow, like look at that, bro, yellowed out teeth, where you look like you ain't brushed your teeth in 18 years. I don't feel like you would have gloss on those teeth. There would not be any. I don't know. It drives me crazy.
Shout out Yomo for sending me this. He Figure Hideout just uploaded this right now. So right as we're talking about it, he uploaded it. If you're watching 33, we got you, bro.
Yeah, look
at 33. We trust.
Why is there gloss? Why is there gloss on the teeth?
Because he has saliva. What? You don't want him to have saliva or what?
Not particularly in the mouth. Like, I mean, I don't know, man. For this character, like I said, like for any old man character, it needs to be not have that oil look. Like it needs to match the hands. The hands look amazing.
Good. The hands look good.
Why aren't the hands match the flesh tone of the face? Like it's strange to me. I don't know.
Thank you so much, Moose. Heart, you guys miss Carlos, bro. We miss Carlos too, man. Hopefully one day, I pray every day he comes back.
He's gonna come in and be like on your left, and then
that would be fire. We should do that if he ever comes back. But yes, Moose, we miss him, man. Appreciate you though, as always. Like I said, y'all follow or y'all go join Moose's group, the Mooseketeers on Facebook. Awesome guy there. And thank you for
It's not about money. It's about sending a message.
everything burns.
Everything burns. But yeah, thank you, Moose. I probably missed a few people right now. With people joining in here saying Big Rib. What is up, Big Rib? Appreciate you for being here. I can't go through everybody's thing, but y'all are just talking amongst each other. Yeah, this one was the one for me. Final Duel with Yoda. Yeah, Palps is my favorite outfit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. DK, I got the Clone Wars Palps. Passed on this one. Got the Episode 3 version. I think that is the best look. Yeah. I will say it looks like the hood on this one can really, how he was just showing it, people usually have a hard time with the hoods. I think this one might be a little bit better, maybe because it's so.
Those ankles on those boots over time are going to be a pain in the ass, dude. The material that they use for some of these Star Wars characters with their boots, it just it comes off like it's really cheap leather. I don't know if that's just me.
Well, Danny, one of the good things about this one, you're not going to see the damn boots with that rope, Also, that base is cool. I like the base.
I'm preferring that they're doing these bases over the sand square ones like they did for years. Yeah.
Yeah, get that trash out of here. I don't want to see that again. That makes me sick looking at my display.
Yeah. Those are
look at the hood. Look how he's able to like freaking mold it.
No.
It'll show how easy it looks. I mean, he can make it look easy.
They did a good job, but it's not hard to add a fucking wire into a hood,
No, even with wires, it sucks. I'm telling you, Anakin sucked. I mean, look at that. He just does that. Boom.
How thick the wire is too. A lot of times, Hot Toys is infamous for putting thin ass wires and not even through the whole thing to make it actually flush. But recently, they've been doing thicker wires. Like
this was Superman. They would love it.
Yo, hey,
man,
this is a menacing figure.
It is. I agree.
Sure. It looks like somebody's granny who got lost in a Dollar General.
Or possessed.
Exactly, dude. Like this is A24 granny right
Legion
here.
or what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna end the poll now. We got 23 votes for this one on the cop or drop. So we got drop at 60% and cop at 39. So yeah, I think people are skipping over this one and going to the other Revenge of the Sith one.
Yeah, the one where he's post barbecue Anakin. Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Austin?
That's actually better than I thought it was going to be.
Really?
Yeah, only because there's so many variations of it, and there's another one coming.
Mm-hmm.
And it won't be the last.
And it will not be a last because for sure we're gonna get another Sheev on a throne. That'll happen.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do well with hoods. No.
I have the 1.0 Palpatine, and the hood on that one is really bad.
Yeah.
Can't get it to sit right on the head.
I mean, it looks like he got it fitting pretty good on this one, so hopefully it's easier for this one and the next one coming out. We got Tijuana Mike here as well, another amazing channel member. Thank you for being here. Yomo, appreciate you for sending this over. Yomo showed me this, and I put it right up when he showed it. But we'll go to the let me remove this. We'll go to the next topic for this, and let's see, what is the next one gonna be? Ooh, I think this is where we talk about some soups. So we got some Superman thoughts and ratings. Okay, now if you haven't seen Superman, this is gonna be some spoiler warnings. This is your last warning. We're gonna talk our thoughts on Superman after we've watched it and just give our rating maybe, and we're going to be talking about spoilers. So if you are watching on the replay, you could probably skip through this and then wait till this picture is gone, and then you could go on to the next topic we'll be on, which would be this or that. But last warning, we're going now.
5, 4, 3, 2, Iron Man dies.
Hey, so,
all right, Austin, you can open it up, Austin. You open this.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys want to do this. Maybe not spoiler talk for the next couple minutes. Let kind of some people determine now if they want something spoiled or not. I'll hit a couple highlights of this, and then I'll kind of follow the flow of however you guys want to end up doing this.
Okay.
Production was $225 million for James Gunn's Superman. 225. It grossed 122 million domestically and 217 million worldwide its opening weekend. So typically with movies, you need typically stated 2.5 times the budget, right?
Oh, really?
So we're looking at about 500 million for a break even, and it seems like we're gonna be on pace for that. And a couple of the reasons: extremely strong opening weekend for this, and not only that, pair that with the extreme positivity that this movie is getting, critically and audience.
Yeah,
have been eating this movie up.
I got that too, L Walker. It's fire. So did Danny.
I was about to say, my chick, we were in line at the concession. She was like, "You want it?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, I want it." And we got the cup and the tin, dude. I was so happy. But the best popcorn bucket that they've been doing.
So far. I like that. I like that popcorn bucket. It's really nice.
Just
also, one more thing. It's currently sitting at 84% for critics and 93% for audience.
Oh wow!
I will also say one of the pretty neat things to see is how close those two numbers are, the 93 and 84. There's not a very large variance of discrepancy between critic and audience. You don't really see that too often, so I think it's a pretty positive thing to see on this. Seems like it doesn't happen too often where critics and audience are fairly aligned, and it seems like they're right in that ballpark.
I saw that. See, Movie Canon saying there's a 125 million for the marketing budget. I saw that Corn Sweat and Lois, I don't know her actual name, they both got paid like $750,000 for that. That's insane.
So the reason why behind that was explaining this to my lady that it's all about top billed actors. So Nicholas Hoult was paid $2 million.
I've never even seen him in what movie is he in?
Nicholas Hoult?
Yeah.
X-Men, The Menu,
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu, the Order, Darfield, Renfield.
Yeah, he's he was Beast in X-Men.
Like he's been in quite a bit. Also, The Menu was pretty amazing.
Yeah,
that was very well.
That's the movie that sold me on him being Lex Luthor. Yeah.
So
Mad Max. Yeah.
Danny, are you gonna finish that thought, or can I jump in?
Which thought? Sorry, I lost track. Go ahead, brother.
The 700, like him getting paid the $2 million versus 750. You want to continue that?
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, that's just like a top build thing. So like Nicholas Hoult, given that he's been in movies like Mad Max and Nosferatu, he automatically, his agent makes that number. So like whenever you're hiring actors and casting actors for a movie, you put that into the budget. You're like, okay, we need a Lex Luthor. Well, Nicholas Hoult is $2 million to be in this movie. Okay, we need a Superman, and because David Cornsweat's literally been in Twisters, Pearl, and maybe like a few other things. Nothing that's been besides Twisters has not been a top blockbuster, top box office movie. So the more of those he'll get, like after this movie, he'll more than likely be paid $2 million for anything else he pops up in. But yeah, same for Rachel Brosnahan. She's only been in the Miss Maisel show or whatever on Amazon. So
just to kind of piggyback off of Danny, it makes complete sense. Nicholas Hoult is a fairly well-known name with a pretty established book of business underneath him. He is a name that people know. David Cornsweat, unfortunately, before this, most people would not have known who this actor is. The social media presence and the power of a name goes an extremely long way in getting paid. Makes complete sense to me. Just like Danny said, after this, David Cornsweet's stock will jump up fairly significantly. I also guarantee, though, that Warner Brothers has him under a contract, a multi-movie contract, because they took advantage of the thin movie career that he had before.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
I mean, what a hell of a deal, though. I mean, they're like, hey, we'll pay you X amount of money each time you come out and do one of these movies. And I mean, dude's set for the next 10, 15, 20 years, right? Like,
yeah, and last thing, Danny mentioned that David Cornsweet was in a couple big movies like Pearl in 2022. That was pretty big. I guess relative, at least big, like in the horror community, that was a really
they were critically successful movies, yeah.
He was also in Twisters, but once again, people knew those movies. People did not know who David Cornsweet was.
Yeah.
Glenn Powell was the star of Twisters.
Let's say before this movie, David Cornsweet was that. I think I know, and it drives you crazy for 20 minutes, and you look up where you've seen him before. That's what David Cornsweet was. Yeah, you didn't immediately recognize him at all.
Okay, I guess now's a pretty good time. We killed a couple minutes. If you guys want to start a conversation, I don't know if you guys want to start high level and then kind of work our way down from there.
I want to ask this question as a good starter. We've been streaming since before this movie was announced. So we've been there for all the updates. We've been there through the costume updates on my channel. If you want to go check it out, there was me and Carlos breaking down the first look at the suit. Like, we've been through the whole journey. So did this movie live up to the hype, and did it make you more interested to see more for the DC? And I'm not just asking the panel, I'm asking the chat too. Do you want to see more from this DC universe after seeing Superman? Like, Joey here saw it twice. I've seen it twice. Other people are going to see it for the third or fourth time. This seems like it's doing a good job. For me, this set it off amazing. I'm all in on this new DC universe. It seems like we're going in the direction of the late 90s, early 2000s animated series, but in live action. And I'm all here for it. I think this is going to be the proper representations of all these DC characters. I don't know. What do you think, Joey?
I wanted to go back to L. Walker first. Or was it L. Walker? No, it was Collection Obsession, where he says, this wasn't my favorite Lex Luthor portrayal. Was better than the last one. I'll tell you that right now. I'm sure the last one was kind of bad. But I agree too. This is probably a more relatable Superman for me than I've ever seen, kind of, because I really felt it a lot at the end of the movie whenever he turned on, like he said that he gets comfort from his family, and they show all like the home videos going around, like him going around watching
parallel between in the beginning of the movie where it's his Krypton parents, and then by the end of the movie it's his foster parents, that he accepts them as his true parent. But
the real reason why I feel that way is because, like, I have a lot of those videos kind of like that of my childhood, where like we would do Christmas and just like record different things. Like, I would actually record, and it's just all kind of good memories, and that's kind of what really made me see this Superman differently. I don't know if it's just that, but I like that part. It made it feel very wholesome, and I also like the love he has for his dog, or it's not his dog, but for Crypto. I love that, and I love like the way that he was laying down with Crypto whenever he was back on the bed is literally how me and Sophia would lay down all the time. So I love that. And yeah, I just like, it's really good. It's really fun. There wasn't really a dull moment in there where I was like, hurry up, let's get this over with. I know
this is one of those faster paced movies where it doesn't miss a beat.
And these days you kind of need that in a movie, because a lot of people are more in social media. Hurry up, let me get this done. Let me get
instant gratification.
Yeah, and so like it was kind of doing that while giving us some substance of what's going on whenever they were talking, like the government scenes where the government was talking about Superman and all that, and also with like that interview scene where Lois was interviewing him and it got serious, and seeing Superman go through all those emotions and everything, him screaming, like that he's upset, but he's kind of not upset at the same time, but he also has a lot of emotion in this movie, which I really like.
They made him relatable. They made their relationship relatable and like honest, right? It wasn't this typical bullshit chemistry where it's like, oh, they never argue, they always see eye to eye on everything. Like, no, it's like they took two people whose morals maybe not all the way line up all the way, but they still love each other and they still want to. I loved how they portrayed that. and I loved that it felt real and raw versus like, you know, we get Catwoman and Batman. They're just so freaky for each other, bro. Like there's no like, you know, like gray line. So it's cool to see like a raw relationship put on screen like that.
And I before this movie even came out, I saw a lot of people saying, "Oh, they're really going for like that Raimi Spider-Man trilogy kind of thing," and I didn't know how they would do that, but now when I see it, dude, Superman's getting beat up, talk shit to the whole damn movie.
Yep.
Kind of like how Toby did. And then that one dude, I don't know, it was the leader of one of the countries, the old guy with the long hair.
Oh, Bravia.
Yeah, he kind of reminded me of the dude that says, rent? "Where's my rent?" He reminded me of him a little bit. So that's kind of what like I kind of connected it a little bit, but that's kind of my brief summary. I just really liked it. It was really fun. I don't remember the last time I saw a movie twice in theaters. So yeah, I really liked it.
We've had Endgame, right? But watching Superman, dude, like
bro, Endgame was a drag. You had to go there for 3 hours, you know.
That, but you had to see other movies. You had
to. Wait! I've been sitting here just listening to you two. Are we shit talking Endgame?
No, hold on.
Was Endgame not a drag? Tell me Endgame was not a drag, please.
Endgame is.
Endgame was not a drag.
It's not a drag, but you had to watch 20 plus movies to get to that moment. Right, you had to do research. You had to like be a fan and get ready for that.
Endgame was
this was just felt like you got the day off work. You got some good ass food beforehand. You go to see a movie and you walk out and you're smiling and you feel
This is a really unfair comparison. You're talking about
one. We're just talking about the movie experience, not the movie itself. The movie experience.
No, but it's a pretty unfair one because you're taking Endgame, which, as you explain, brings to conclusion 26 movies.
Correct.
Of course, it's going to be filled with a lot of content, and it could feel like a drag. Sure, this is
when you watch it 3 times, it does.
We've watched it multiple times over the years.
On the first time, it doesn't.
I mean, here's the thing.
This is okay. I'll let you guys finish.
The only reason Endgame was brought up is because you think of even No Way Home, right? Like, I'm thinking of just like the last time we like had so much endorphins popping off after leaving the auditorium, right? It doesn't happen that often, even with Thunderbolts like this summer. Like a few months ago, I walked out of Thunderbolts and I was like, yeah, it was good, but who gives a shit? Like I
didn't feel like going seeing it twice like I did.
Oh, and I'm like, I told my girlfriend, I was like, I don't feel like I ever need to rewatch Thunderbolts again versus other past MCU movies like Civil War, which I've seen like 10 times and it's still an enjoyable film.
See, Civil War, I can watch that 20 times and I'm good.
And Superman is one of those movies now where I think, to me, I told Brick this. I was saying that it is top 3 superhero movies of all time now. It goes the Batman, Superman, and Spider-Man 2. Those are the best comic book movies of all time. I know The Dark Knight is argued to be better than those 3. I don't care.
Oh yeah. Oh, Dark Knight.
Those three are the movies that make you feel like you're in a superhero world. I think those 3 encapsulate it the best.
Hey, I love Endgame. Don't get me wrong. I love Endgame. The last 20 minutes are the best thing I've ever seen.
We're comparing the movie experience. Like how you felt walking out of the theater. Like people were cranking the punk rocker song, I'm sure, when they left.
Dude, okay, wait. If what we're talking, I'm going to let Dan talk here in a bit.
Yeah.
We're talking experience, leaving the theater.
Yeah.
Endgame, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Like, it's not even within the realm of a discussion for me that James Gunn's Superman even touches my Endgame experience at all.
I think Endgame was probably the best experience I've ever had in a movie.
Endgame was electricity in a theater, very similar to what I felt during The Force Awakens, where everyone cheered, clapped, laughed at the most appropriate times. Actually, I didn't get that in this one. People laughed a couple times with Crypto at those scenes, but there was nothing else. People didn't clap, whereas at the very end of Endgame, everyone clapped, stood up. It was such an amazing experience to have opening weekend that I don't think I may see again.
I mean, to be fair, I would say my viewing experience is probably better than for some because our audience for Superman was there for it. Like they clapped at the scene where he it's like that one shot where him and Crypto come up, he punches that dude and then he does a swirl and then does a laser thing. Like everybody was like clapping the entire scene. You could not hear the special effects. So I guess that's part of it, right? Like the more electricity and the more hype the audience gets, the more electricity that you feel in that theater, right? I feel like this is one of those perfect movies where if the audience is hyped with you, oh dude, you're all in. You're all in on this. Yeah. Go ahead, Dan. What did you think?
Yeah, Dan. Sorry, Dan. We went off.
No worries. Yeah, on my Instagram story I gave it a 9 out of 10. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Nice.
And yeah, I mean, like my fears going into it was like too many characters in the first Superman movie. That could be a problem, but that wasn't the case at all. I mean, the Justice Gang, as they call themselves, they were a highlight in the movie.
Yep.
Mr. Terrific was terrific. Let's get that out the way. Guy Gardner was funny and mean. I mean, Hawkgirl, she wasn't really used that much. Metamorpho was cool, and his alien son. So yeah, the side characters, also Jimmy Olsen. Now he's a lady boy, a lady killer. That was funny to see. So all the side characters were great. The main cast too. I mean, Nicholas Hoult, he did a great job.
Yeah.
But I don't know how I feel about his Lex Luthor. I think he could have been better, but I'm sure he will appear in some of the next movies, hopefully. Yeah. And yeah, David Cornsweet, I would say the best way to describe him is like he's a wholesome Superman, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And this film isn't that serious. And before I watched this, I rewatched Man of Steel, and you can't compare the movies. It's totally different tone. And this is like if a Silver Age comic book, a Silver Age Superman comic book came alive. That's how I described it. Because you have all these characters, you have him fighting a giant kaiju, which he tries to save, which again shows like his good heart, you know?
Yeah.
And also a squirrel, which was a funny scene.
Yeah. So
I like this new Superman. I like this new universe.
Yeah.
The Supergirl cameo was funny too. I'm excited to see her movie. So I think we're in a good direction.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I feel like the Justice Gang is gonna be, they're gonna make something out of them, but I feel like it's gonna be rated R for some reason.
So Guy Gardner will return in Lanterns, which is coming out after Supergirl next year. I believe that's the next show to come out, and that's going to be a full hard R rating.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Peacemaker. You got Peacemaker next month.
Peacemaker next month as well.
Wait, is it season 2 Peacemaker next month? I did not know that.
There's a whole ass trailer out, bro. What the hell?
Is it really?
Yeah, dude.
What the
I'm
hell? I'm way off. No wonder he was in there.
Yeah, it's like August 12th, I think, for the. And James Gunn said in an interview today that Peacemaker season 2 ties in directly to the aftermath of Superman.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
He had said this exactly. Watch Peacemaker season 2, and the direction of the DCU of where it's going will become more clear.
I kind of want to figure out how Peacemaker got into this universe.
The trailer shows you, brother.
Oh, it does? Oh, okay.
Damn, at least hints to it.
I thought it was the Pocket Universe that they were having. You know, okay. Maybe I'm right. Okay.
Maybe. We don't know. We haven't seen the show yet, but that's what it's looking like.
Okay.
Speaking of which, Peacemaker cameo, I clapped and cheered and screamed and hollered because it's been like 3+ years since we've seen Peacemaker, man. I was so happy to see him again. It's cool.
Yeah. Awesome.
Cool cameo.
You got what you got to say? You got something to say?
I got something to say. I'm actually gonna take a different route now. With the amount of glazing that we just did for this movie, I mean, saying that it's better than Endgame, that Endgame is slow, that the theater experience was better. I'm a pivot, okay? I enjoyed this movie. Going into it, I had some pretty low expectations. Not necessarily because of James Gunn, but kind of because of James Gunn. James Gunn he's made quite a bit of movies that I've enjoyed, but they've been with characters like the Guardians of the Galaxy, which were fairly new to me. So whatever theme in whatever way he presented them to me, they were new. So I'm more amped to accept it as it is. He also wrote Dawn of the Dead, which I think is one of the coolest, best horror remakes of all time, which
Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder directed it. So he's done a lot of good things. Humor is always one of those things where the first Guardians of the Galaxy balanced it quite a bit. I was just pretty fearful of how he's going to handle a Superman. And for the most part, he did pretty good. I left feeling extremely satisfied. I gave it a 7.5. There's a lot of issues I have with this, though, but there's also a lot of good things about this. I like the fact that we're starting with a veteran Superman. He's been doing this for 3 years. It establishes that pretty early on, and that kind of comes with one of the negatives that I had with this. A lot of exposition in this movie. They tell you a lot, and they don't show you a lot.
So that opening text you weren't too big on, huh?
I mean, not really. I mean, I just don't get why. And once again, I'm kind of going about this a different way because I kind of have to because of you guys. But the opening text, what was the point in explaining that for 300 years there's been meta-heroes?
So this was
wait, let me talk. You guys have done a lot of talking. Let me talk. So for 300 years, okay? Now, the reason why I kind of bring this up, why establish your world like that? Because you cannot do anything else going forward. That kind of breaks that. Now, you can infer that metahumans have been around for a very long time. And you know how you can infer that? Visually, throughout the movie. As the kaiju is destroying things in the city, or the supervillain of Bravia is fighting Superman, no one cares. People are just watching.
Yeah.
It's a very normal thing. People are very used to meta heroes in these fights. I don't need a text to tell me that. And the 300 years kind of really puts them in a position of they can't really go backwards from that, and they can't bring anything new without kind of messing that up, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially if they plan this out well. There's no point in doing that. So kind of going back, there's a lot of exposition in this where they just explain things. Lex Luthor has monologues, primarily for the audience, that would never take place in a real life setting. It doesn't feel real at all. But also, one of the things I'm kind of battling with this is the fact that it feels like I'm watching an animated DC movie, which I am willing to accept all of that in an animated movie. So it's not that it didn't work for me. I enjoyed it. But there's a point of contention of where, you know what, maybe I should actually be a bit more critical on this because it is a live action movie, and I would be critical against any other movie that I'm watching, right? He actually balanced out the amount of characters that we had. I didn't need any additional scenes with Hot Girl, Guy Gardner. I liked what we got with them. So kind of go back. I liked where we kind of started. I like that it's not an origin movie. This isn't a movie. This is a veteran Superman. The world he's been doing this for 3 years, winning, not only in all his battles, but winning via social media. Right? So I kind of like that. I don't need to start from ground zero. I kind of liked the pace that this was in. Kind of like you guys said, there really wasn't any slow parts in this movie at all. Which kind of brings me to a negative, which is there's a lot of gags, a lot of gag jokes. Like one of the examples I could bring up is when Lois is with Mr. Terrific and they're just standing there. As the garage door slowly opening up. And I feel like that scene was added in simply so they can make a couple of jokes. She was like, "Oh, you can build a ship, but you can't make a fast garage door opener?" And he's like, "Oh, I've been busy." That to me is kind of pointless, and it's just a joke that didn't do much for me. What I would have really preferred is that they actually utilize that time really well with these side characters, like a standout like Mr. Terrific, where they could have had some actually meaningful dialogue where she's like, "Wow, you made this ship. Wow, you made this ship." And he's like, "Well, They don't call me the world's smartest man for no reason. Like, that would have done so much more with that character and explained him quite a bit more than what we got, instead of just a joke. Because as much as I like this movie, there's not a whole lot of connection to really anybody in this movie. Because you really cannot tell me a whole lot. Like, I feel like even though I like Mr. Terrific, I can't tell you absolutely anything about Mr. Terrific based off the context of the movie. I can tell you things about Mr. Terrific, but the movie doesn't really tell me a whole lot, you know? Man, there's a whole lot. I don't want to keep rambling. But
you told us to shut up, so we're shutting up.
So I had to finish the exposition. But Danny, you can now correct me on the exposition in the slow crawl.
I mean, Adam 12 said that it's pretty much like, he brought up a good point about how they're just doing that to set up other projects, more than likely, like Sergeant Rock, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But also too, like you brought up how it's a norm for people in this universe. I like that, because the MCU's approach was, what if superheroes were in our reality? And
no, so that was a positive thing. That was a very positive thing I had about this. But I mean that contextually, what I said is, you don't need to tell us that, because you showed us that.
No.
And throughout this entire movie, there was a lot of exposition, especially with like Lex Luthor. He would just say things pretty much to the audience. And also kind of touching on Lex Luthor. I like Nicholas Hoult. He did a good job. Far from perfect. What I was kind of missing with this Lex Luthor, he didn't have any of this physical presence that animated Lex Luthors would have in the past.
I really like the part where he's going inside the Fortress of Solitude, and he's just walking while all that stuff is going on. He literally does not flinch while all that stuff. I like that. That one looked cool.
That was cool. I would also say about that, it wasn't really a smart move to destroy the robots.
I mean, Gary's alive.
Well, okay, they were meant to be destroyed. He was left in shambles, pretty much. What I mean by that, this is the world's smartest, or Lex Luthor is a genius, and you wouldn't think he would trying to extract some information from any of this. I liked some of the side characters that he created. Also, Lex is an absolute genius in this. Not only has he created metahumans that rival Superman, and from what Lex said, more powerful than Superman, he also has created pocket dimensions. Now, he created one dimension, okay? So that means he can create multitude of others. Like, this is insane power levels of genius this man has. So I would have, extracting some information from some of the robots could have been cool. I didn't necessarily mind the Jor-El necessarily, his parents being not great people.
Yeah.
But it also kind of harkens back to like Superman versus Shazam, that animated movie, where Black Adam's like, when you crush an ant underneath your foot, do you feel remorse? No. Is it because you're evil, or is it because you see yourself as a higher form of life? And they're gods. And they are gods amongst men.
Yeah. Dang, wow. Someone's on fire.
Okay, I have a lot to say, but I'll let you guys go.
I was going to say hello to Blue Tattoo. What is up, Blue Tattoo? Appreciate you for being here. How are you doing? Guy Gardner and Hot Girl. Hot girl, and Maxwell Lord. I don't know. I didn't know his freaking whole damn name. RN Peacemaker. Okay, I could see that. I don't know what that means. 1 out of 12. Easy reason to talk about 300 years because it credits. I don't know what that, because they can now easily develop movies and shows set back in the past, such as Sergeant Rock, which they may do.
So my only feedback to that would be, if they didn't say 300 years, you can make an endless amount of movies any time period before what we saw.
I feel like he just wanted to go the way of, hey, we're not doing a damn origin story here. We're going. I think that's
on that note, I kind of liked it because it reminded me of like somehow like sometimes a comic book will open with just like a shot of wherever it's about to take place, and it'll have text telling you information and kind of leading you in and kind of giving you like a little bit of a prologue into whatever you're about to read. So it did feel very comic booky for me personally.
Yeah.
Assistant to the regional Sith. What is up? That's a good point right there.
Also, I want it to be known, I enjoyed this movie, but
Austin hated this movie, everybody.
I enjoyed this movie. I cannot have a panel of 4 people only saying that this is a perfect movie, because with you 3, Dan and Joey rated it a 9 out of 10.
Yes, sir. I'm still there. I watched it twice.
And you gave it a 10 out of 10. So the last thing that's fun is saying how perfect a movie is. So we got to bring some levity to some criticisms of it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not perfect. There's a lot of movies better than it, but are not.
Well, 9 out of 10, it means 10% off of perfect.
I mean,
here's what I would say about Superman. It is better than, I would say, 90% of the MCU. 90%. There are a few good movies out in the MCU that are better than this movie, but if you compare it to, like, I'd say this is better than Thor Ragnarok. This is better than Civil War. This is better than...
Okay, that's where I'll stop you at Civil War. I will stop you there. It's crazy work.
Wow.
Dan wants to say that too.
I'd say this is better than the Guardians movies too. An opinion is an opinion.
I mean,
I have a more connection to DC.
I would give you 2 and 3.
I mean, that first Guardians I would say is just as good, if not a little bit better than this movie. But
first Guardians, that you know what? Okay, so a couple things with the Superman movie, I give it a 7.5. I'm also battling a few things of how I feel about some aspects of this movie. A rewatch will be extremely powerful for me. I'm gonna hit you guys with a couple more negatives, okay? Since this is such a perfect movie, okay?
Can I thank assistant to the regional Sith for that $4.99? Oh my god, appreciate you so much. You didn't have to do that. I think number 4, Gary is being set up to be Brainiac.
Interesting.
Oh,
could be.
Like maybe they took something out of his head or something like that. I don't know.
I do think he'll be the big bad.
Because he had that thing on his head, right? He had the I
think Brainiac will be a probably pretty good choice for the first big bad of the DCU.
Mm-hmm. But thank you, assistant. Appreciate you for being here. You've been here a few weeks already in a row. Thank you so much. Let me put this up for you before Austin gets to his take.
It's not about money. It's about sending a message.
Appreciate it as always. But Austin, continue. Okay. What are you gonna say?
So I don't know how to kind of go about this, but there's a lot of I want to talk about, but I also don't want to take away some of the positive stuff. So you guys hit me with a couple positives and let's talk through that.
Mm-hmm. You want me to go through the positives right now?
Just hit me with a couple positives. I'll give you some pushback. Some of my things.
The fight scenes along the way that the camera was shot, like holy hell, like the way he was fighting that kaiju. Wow.
What about this Superman actually saves people?
Yep.
I think one of the points of conversation about Man of Steel was the fact, even though I'm happy to defend it, but I don't want to spend our time talking about that. This Superman saved people. We saw it a multitude of times. The little girl, the dog, the squirrel,
lady.
They really made it a point to drive home that this Superman, even though he gets beat up, even though he gets hit and gets quote unquote beaten up, he keeps going out of his way to save people. Which that resonated with a lot of people. How'd you guys feel about that?
I like that this Superman doesn't feel OP. That's what I like.
He is OP. I liked that they didn't make that the point. Zack Snyder was obsessed with making him like a Jesus-like God figure, which fucking annoyed me because
he is a god.
Yeah, but quit treating Superman like he's Jesus. He's just like the part of the charm of Superman is that he's literally just like us. He's truly a human being at heart. Like while he may have the abilities to you talk about earlier, like seeing yourself as a higher being. Superman doesn't see himself as a higher being. He doesn't view himself as a god. He views himself.
Wait. I didn't say he did. For sure, Jor-El and his wife did.
Yeah.
He even stated, do what you want. The humans on Earth are weak-minded and simple.
They were like Viltrumites, yeah.
Take as many wives as you can and plant your seed. If you have any pushback, essentially kill them all.
Yeah.
That is absolutely thinking of yourself as a god amongst ants.
Yeah, it's very Viltrumite.
But do you think, because that's what I also wanted to ask, that because in the movie they say the second part of the message was lost, and then Lex Luthor and his team, they recreated, but couldn't they have manipulated it? I know Mr. Terrific said that the translation is valid, but...
See, that's the thing, though, Dan, is that James Gunn's want you to feel like that. You, as an audience member, are feeling the exact same way that Superman and the people of Metropolis are feeling about that. And the beauty of it is, no, that message is real. That's the whole beauty of the end.
Because they said they went through with language experts as well.
Even when Mr. Terrific confirms it, you know it's true. But the beauty of it is the ending, right? When he's looking up at all this footage of his family and his parents, like growing up, like that's him accepting, like, you know what? Fuck that message. Like the real message is what the scene we get where he's eating cereal and sitting with Pa Kent. That's the real message that will soothe him going forward versus the Kryptonian message.
So Dan, that's actually,
I love that ending.
That's actually one of my points of criticisms in this movie. I actually didn't mind the parents' message. I'm cool with his parents thinking like that. Now
you're cool with it?
Yeah, I'm very unbothered how Jor-El is. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect my thoughts of this Superman because, I mean, I guess why should I care?
I mean, dude, comic books have been around for so long that there's so many different interpretations. Like people that are getting upset about it, I'm like, dude, every single version of Jor-El has been a good guy so far. So I kind of like this. It gave it like I just said, a Viltrumite kind of aspect to it.
Yeah. I was completely fine with it. Now, one of my points that I just don't know if I quite like is what was the other metahuman that Lex created? What was her name?
The engineer.
The engineer. Yes. Pretty much the T-1000 on steroids. Engineer. She was cool. But the thing is, Superman and Gary and the robots who have Kryptonian technology, they couldn't fix the second half, yet she could, which I'm willing to suspend belief. I'm willing to suspend belief on this one. Now, the movie itself, James Gunn is telling us that the second half of what was translated is true. Now, and how do they tell us that is Mr. Terrific right off the bat says, yes, it is true. And why does he say that? He says that because the 7 people in government wouldn't say it was true if it wasn't. Now, my thing is, how the hell is anybody on Earth going to translate Kryptonian? Not verify that it is accurate. Example, if you look at hieroglyphics, it's here on Earth. You are not able to translate that without...
Kind of like what they did in Arrival, though. Don't they study it and they study what they're saying that was already translated?
You're still using that same kind of method of like bringing like superheroes and metahumans into our reality. Remember, this reality, this is a normal for them.
But yes, we're also talking about a Kryptonian with Kryptonian technology cannot translate that or fix it. Yet humans on Earth can verify, oh yeah, that's actually it. That makes no sense to me.
There's no point. There's no like actual truth in verifying it. You're right, but I bought it more or less. It's just like, you know what, like we've established, metahumans are a normal thing.
Where goes AI though?
Wait. So I also agree. I said I'm willing to suspend belief, and I also like that the second message is what it is. It brings a bit more layers to this Superman. If his parents were like, hey, you're gonna be a god amongst men, essentially. And I want you to do as good as possible. You are there to help usher them into being the best versions they can be. And then he gets to Earth, and then his Earth parents are the exact same. Hey, you are good. You are a force of positivity, and you will change the world for the better. this kind of adds a different layer to it. It makes I don't. It brings a lot of emotion to him, especially at the end, and what Joey was explaining of him actually coming to terms with the humanity that his parents bestowed on him, and that like what he thought growing up, based off of this video recording, isn't him. That doesn't have to be him. He's not forced to listen to this. He is who he is because of his parents on Earth. You know, I like that. That was good.
But I just don't like what Feel the Burn was saying, is that I don't like how they portrayed them. He made them feel like they're stupid, and then whenever you're giving them a prep talk, like, or a pep talk, like, I don't know, it didn't feel as serious
because they have a southern accent.
They were
overly
they were like
they're stupid.
Like, look, as somebody who I understand, Phil DeBurn says he's a Kansas resident himself. Look, dude, as somebody who's a Tennessee resident, I have people I see every day that have that exact same voice. Like, I deal with a bunch of
you're talking like this. Like,
yeah,
bro. No, but it's different.
Hey, Joey, I actually felt the exact same way, but here's the thing. This is also one of those points I'm kind of battling in my head. I kind of don't mind it also because this feels like an animated movie, and if I watched a DC animated movie,
it would be like that. Yeah,
those characters would be like that.
Yeah,
but I thought it was cute, man. Like her old ass is hovering over the phone, staring at it.
Yeah,
like,
but no, she took it. But they took it too far with that. You could, but she was like screaming at it like with all her force. I'm like, but the dad was a little bit more chill, which I liked. But
I like that actor, by the way. Shout out.
We're drinking the same thing.
Hey, so as we're talking about this message, there's so much I also want to talk about. So on this message, he Superman's pretty much. Oh man, I don't want to get ahead of myself. Can I bring up something I didn't necessarily like?
No.
Wait, what? I mean,
I liked Lois. She was headstrong. She was a very powerful character in all the scenes that she was in. I liked her chemistry with David Cornsweet. What I didn't like was the interview she did with him. You guys give me your thoughts, then I'll kind of give you mine.
I'm more. I don't know why, but I feel like she should still have red hair. I don't know why, but I feel like she should. Why? I don't know why that bothered me, but it did.
Because of Snyder's version?
Well, I mean, doesn't she always have red hair?
No.
I guess probably because of Snyder's. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Mary Jane, bro.
Probably getting
the conversation. Yeah, I mean, me and my lady were talking about that. It bothered her because she felt like she had like attacked him and kind of like used her advantage as a journalist, like, kind of against him. Which, I mean, it didn't really bother me. It more or less, like, Lois Lane as a character is always a reporter first, right? Like, she's always trying to get the good scoop and trying to get like stories and trying to get her points across. So, I mean, I think it was a good clash because her being a journalist just trying to see points A, B, and C, while you got Superman, her boyfriend, who's just like, dude, I was just out there trying to be a good person. Like, I don't think of it politically. I don't think of it like, oh, was I doing something I shouldn't have been doing? Like, I was just trying to help people from dying. And I thought it was a powerful scene. And he doesn't get mad when she tells him to leave. He doesn't get mad. He just says, okay. And it showed like how level-headed this Superman is.
For some reason, I always thought that Lois Lane had red hair. I don't know why. That's like a freaking crazy. But now I'm looking at it. Yeah, like, bro.
It's always been black hair.
Wow. Okay, I'm way off.
Amy Adams was just lazy and didn't want to die.
I'm probably getting it confused with Mary Jane now, or thinking it's the same thing. But never mind.
Yeah.
And how did she know how to control that the ship so easily? Because I mean, he said that the controls are easy.
Yeah, he said they're intuitive.
But she knew how to start it and everything. I'm like,
I mean, it's Mr. Terrific, so if he says it's easy, I imagine that he probably designed his tech to make it accessible.
Maybe put your name in there or something. I guess.
Not easy. It's intuitive.
Okay.
So essentially, anyone can do it.
Yeah.
It's really just based off of your wants. That's kind of how I took him phrasing it that way. Intuitive, not easy.
Mm-hmm.
But going back to the scene with the interview, wasn't it established in the movie that they're only dating for a couple of months? Or
3 months.
3 months, yeah.
3 months, right? Yeah, so I kind of felt like in the movie that Lois is still like a little bit unsure about Clark. It felt like to me like that. So I can see why the chemistry isn't that strong yet.
Yeah.
But obviously, at the ending, they came to terms together, and
it shows progression. It shows like by next time we see them, like they'll be a stronger couple. That way, like we feel like as an audience we've grown with them as a couple, versus like automatically off the bat they love each other and that there's no issues. I like that. Just like Mary Jane and Toby, even though Mary Jane was a bitch to him.
Yeah, she was. That dude was, I don't know.
And that's probably the most Raimi vibes that I got, and why people are making comparisons, because he's having issues with this girl. Like, he's having relatable issues. People misinterpreting him, misunderstanding him. Like, Iron Man didn't have these issues. A lot of the other MCU characters didn't have these issues. Batman doesn't have these issues.
What's up, 1-6 lovers? How are you doing? Appreciate you for being here. All right, what's up, Austin?
Yeah, I didn't like it at all. So yeah, the movie sets it up. They've been together for 3 months, but also, more importantly, Lois knows Superman's identity is Clark Kent. So take it backwards a little bit. As they're at the Daily Planet, she also pushes back on him in front of everybody about him getting these interviews with Superman, which I don't think that should be a point of contention you should bring to the office, especially if you have the world's largest secret and it's Superman's identity. I took the entire interview scene as way disrespectful. And the reason being, once again, this is probably the greatest secret on Earth, is who is Superman? Because there's so many questions about that. And her doing it at work, and then in the interview, it just didn't feel like good faith. Lois asked him about his secret meeting with the leader of Baravia, and then Clark told her that in confidence. So she didn't get that information from Superman. She didn't get that information from being a good journalist. She got that from Clark in good faith, and she brings it up in a recorded meeting. That's not being a good journalist. That's a gotcha moment of using a secret that you shouldn't even be saying out loud. Granted, they could have framed this all quite a bit differently, I think, of being like, yo, Clark, these are pretty easy questions that you're going to be hit with by any kind of journalist outside of Clark Kent. These should be pretty easy questions that Superman will have an answer for. Of why did you do this? You know, pretty easy to explain. It's not about her being a good journalist. It's just, I feel like, a very blatant disrespect or disrespectful use of that information. She also brought up the social media aspect. She kind of made fun of him for it, and then brought up super shit. We saw an emotional reaction from him, and he says, you know how I feel about that. Now, if I use any kind of comment that I know my partner doesn't like in any kind of situation like this, like, Joey, if you got brought onto a live stream and this person knows something extremely, if they know something that you would react extremely poor to, and you have good faith that they will not say that in front of an audience or in a recording, and they do that to get a reaction out of you, that is manipulative. And if you say, well, it's just training for good PR, no, it's not. Because Lois also brought up, oh, you should say this off the record. Like, come on, this feels like an I got you moment. And just didn't.
You're saying she's an asshole?
Yes, absolutely. That is a horrendous thing to do to your partner. Not only your partner, but for someone who has so much trust in you that they share the greatest secret on Earth.
Yeah, that's true.
She even starts poking and prodding of where on Earth he's from, which is a horrendously awful thing to do, because he says she knows he cannot say that. That puts so many people in jeopardy, Mom and Pa Kent in particular.
Yeah.
Also, once again, one of his only secrets that he has for himself is that separation of Clark Kent and Superman. That is an awful thing to do. So I did not enjoy that interview process.
Yeah.
This is my take. So defend it.
I can agree with it.
Yeah, you go, Dan.
Yeah, I can agree with it. Like I said, I got the impression that she's not really feeling him that much. But yeah, they've been dating for 3 months. They live together, but it's a rocky relationship, judging from that scene.
Absolutely,
Definitely.
Dan. And she says it at the very end of that, of her getting frustrated. They both got frustrated at the very end.
Mm-hmm.
And she did make the comment, I'm not good at relationships.
Yep.
No?
I hate that.
If for sure
I knew this wasn't going to work.
If for sure one of those situations where emotions rose on both ends, but I do think point of contention started with her, and it just was not enjoyable for me. Like, the only reason I'm bringing this up is that I kept seeing comments of being like, oh, she's such a good journalist. That's not being a good journalist. That's just being a shitty person.
Well, the thing too is that it seems like she wanted him to come back after he was like, okay, and he left like without even anything, and she turned back and be like, what the fuck? He actually left? Did y'all see that part where she like looked back?
No.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I think the way I took it is Lois is not a perfect person, you know?
Correct.
And even Clark, right? He makes mistakes, like he told Lex, like, I'm human, I make mistakes, I get scared. Like, I think it's just more exposed.
What did y'all feel about that part?
Wait. My only thing to that, Danny, is I'm not taking away from the narrative of the movie. What I'm saying is I'm combating people saying she's a good journalist, and that is the example. That is my point of contention. It's not deflecting from the movie. What I think the movie sets up is exactly what Dan mentioned. They've been together for 3 months. This is a new experience, as explained. Emotions rose. They got upset, and yet throughout the entire movie, she kept putting herself in harm's way for him. Then they came together at the end. I completely get that, and I like that. My only combat is the good journalist and using that as an example. I don't think that's an example of being a good journalist.
I saw Mike. Mike said he's listening in bed. Appreciate you, Mike, for the $2. I need to come up with another thing for this, but
also wait. One last thing. Okay. I like this movie, and I am playing devil's advocate on this, and trying to be combative against points I've heard or have seen online.
But also, you could do this. You could do those nitpicks with every other movie, though, and give those movies. Like, you can give Dark Knight a 7.
Wait, 100%. So when people say, though, it's a perfect movie or give something a 9 out of 10, and they give examples of what is better than, you for sure should bring up evidence of the reason why you're against that.
But my superhero rating and superhero movie ratings are very different from like Interstellar or from Inception or from Wolf of Wall Street, whatever. I feel like it's like probably like 2 levels above it, like 2 points above like what I'm actually rating it, because it's a superhero movie. You know, you're not going to give those the same ratings at all.
Yeah, but 9 out of 10 is still 10% off from perfect.
Yeah, but it's a superhero movie. I'm giving it that superhero rating. From what we've got before from all the other superhero movies, this one's been on the upper side. And
no, I can see that. I still don't like the interview scene, but I get the point of it. What I don't like is that's the example of good journalism. That's the point I'm combating. If you
want to see good journalism, you'll see Nightcrawler. That's some good journalism right there.
That is a damn good movie. Also, one last thing too, and I'll shut up. I didn't like the scene with Lex Luthor at the end, where Crypto treated him like the Hulk with Loki.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked that.
So here's kind of my thought. It was funny. My audience liked it. They really enjoyed it. Now, I think what I didn't necessarily like is the villain can and should lose, yes. But what I don't think should happen is that the audience thinks the villain is a joke. Because then the fear factor, the menace goes down. And the example I thought of and we'll use are stormtroopers. General people and fans, stormtroopers are not scary. They're a joke. They're a meme. Stormtroopers miss. So if you see stormtroopers shooting at people, there's no fear of anyone in danger because it's already assumed it's going to miss. So I kind of didn't like my Lex Luthor, at least what I have envisioned as Lex Luthor. And I'm okay with accepting what they give me on screen. I just don't like him being the joke, you know? That was the only thing I didn't necessarily like about him.
Mm-hmm.
Or one of the scenes I didn't like him being in.
Yeah. I think that we are really thinking about like Man of Steel here, though. We're kind of comparing it, but...
Wait, how am I comparing it to Man of Steel?
Not comparing it, but
literally compared it to Star Wars.
Yes, but what I'm saying is like a lot of people say they like that gritty feeling of Superman. We're used to that gritty feeling.
I just don't want my villain to be a joke. I just don't want my villain to be a joke. I don't want the villain. I don't want the audience to just laugh at a villain.
But they're laughing because he's getting fucked up. That's why.
Yes.
Yes.
So next time
he literally just murked some dude in front of Superman with a gun.
Next time I see him, it's not scary.
This dude played Russian roulette in front of Superman while he had kryptonite all on Superman and murdered a dude that helped Superman.
Yes,
that exact same notion, Austin, where you don't take him as serious, that's exactly how he feels. He feels that no one's he's going to take him serious after this movie. So I feel like the next time we do see Lex Luthor is going to be more of like the hate's going to just double, and he's going to be more of a prominent threat.
Yes, but that's not because people do not take him seriously. That's because Superman foiled his plans. He's jealous of Superman, and he wants the world to dislike him. So it's shown and said in the movie that the world receives him very well. And he's a very popular online presence. The super shit is from Lex Luthor. Mm-hmm. All of that negativity is from Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor is jealous of him. I like Lex Luthor being the villain that when he steps on screen, I'm like, oh man, he is going to blow that guy's brains out. Him being ragdolled like Loki at the end of the
I can see what you mean though. I want that presence of...
That feels like a gag. It just feels silly.
I want that presence of Bane. Whenever I feel Bane's presence, I want that presence with Lex.
Yeah. So, I mean, Gio, you were right. The movie canon. Stormtroopers in Andor, not a joke. And look how much better that was well received. They were not a joke. They were a presence. They were a force. They were scary for the people in the movie, but you also felt it when watching it. And it made Andor, it made those scenes, it made those episodes extremely appealing to people. You know?
You have to go look at some of those scenes. I don't want to go watch the whole show, but I want to see that now.
Yeah.
That sounds cool. Either way, it definitely got messy, but he does need to know how to answer a lot of the questions she was asking him if he is going to put himself in that position.
Yeah. I wish it kind of framed it quite a bit like that, but then also, this is a veteran Superman. These are extremely easy.
Is 3 years veteran, though?
It's not.
3 years is, I would say, a veteran. Absolutely.
I mean, the Batman was a rookie.
2 years in.
2 years in.
Yeah.
So I think...
So is a year difference that makes you a veteran?
I would absolutely say that. Yeah, 3 years? So. Yes.
Bro, he lives like thousands of years.
I'd say veteran is like 10 years status or 5 years, 6 years status.
Well, expert, subject matter expert is technically 10,000, 10,080 hours to be an expert. He's been doing this for 3 years, yes.
How long does he live?
I can't tell you that. In the context of this movie, we do not know.
I don't know. I wouldn't consider him veteran considering it said in the opening text that he just got his ass beat for the first time. Like, he's just now experiencing
losing a fight doesn't determine if you're a veteran or not. What I'm saying is this is a experienced Superman. As stated in this, he is an experienced Superman. I would say a veteran, absolutely.
He's had experience as Superman, yes, but he hasn't had the experience of getting his ass kicked and losing.
I've never said otherwise. I don't think that changes anything for me.
Potentially even for billions of years.
Wait. Him losing a fight doesn't mean anything in regards to him answering PR questions. This is a Superman, as explained, who's really well received and takes his online presence seriously.
Yeah, we were talking about.
I was talking about
his veteran.
Yes,
his veteran status. He's not a veteran.
Absolutely. These are very easy layup questions you're being asked. Why did you do this? He's been doing this for 3 years. You can answer a question. Danny, I've been in my role at work for less than 3 years. If you ask me super simple questions of, hey, why did you do this? It's extremely easy to answer, especially, granted, this is quite a bit harder and more complex, but this is not the first time he's answered questions like this. It cannot be the first time he's answered questions of going to another country and stopping a bad guy. You know?
He's ashamed of what he did whenever he says it out loud. That's the thing.
Huh?
He's ashamed of what he did when he says it out loud. He was like, oh, I put him against the cactus and they were only like this big of pricks or whatever they are.
Wait, Superman wasn't ashamed of that.
I said I feel like he is whenever he says it out loud because he's like, oh, it wasn't that bad. I just put him against the cactus.
Well, because she brings up the point of, because he said, if you do it again, we're going to have a more serious conversation. And then she retorts, what does that mean exactly? Mm-hmm. You know? Like, he led himself into that, which was just the way he answered all this. And granted, we see this through an escalation of, like, their emotions of going through it. It was just sloppy on his end, too. You know? Mm-hmm. These are pretty easy questions I feel like he should have answers for.
Yeah.
Like, why did you do
that? But he's not a veteran, though.
I don't know. You guys haven't given me one reason of why he's not.
I'm literally telling you.
Wait. No.
Superman can live to 1,000,000 years old.
But that doesn't.
3 years is.
I didn't view it as more like a year thing of how long he lives.
Okay, based off of what you both just said, let me start with Joey first. Joey, you said he lives for 1,000,000 years.
I think he can live.
Wait. He can live for 1,000,000 years, so 3 years cannot be a veteran. So in that same argument, 1,000 years will not make him a veteran.
1,000 years will not make him. Nope.
Okay, so he can never be a veteran. So what I should have said,
he could probably be a veteran at like 30, 40,000, maybe. 50.
Okay, those are just arbitrary numbers. Now, go back to Danny. Danny said he cannot be a veteran because he just took his first loss. That makes no sense to me.
He cannot be a veteran.
That's only because he hasn't gotten his ass beat before, to me.
Okay, so if you frame it of like, look.
I'd frame it of like how many villains he's faced before.
No, we don't know that, though.
Because he's only 3 years in.
He could maybe, Joey, he could have faced 5 villains a day for those 3 years. You have no idea.
Well, because we don't know the backstory. We need to know the backstory.
Exactly. So that argument makes no sense.
But he's not. 3 years is all you need to know.
I would say this is a veteran Superman. Okay, actually, a better word I should say is an experienced Superman.
There you go. Because when you say veteran, I think of like.
I'm thinking like yeah.
Iron Man is not a veteran until Civil War to me, or a first Avengers movie.
But you guys aren't giving me anything to go off of other than you feel that way.
I feel that way based on how many villains you face, right? Like the reason I brought up the Lost.
How many villains you have to face to become a veteran?
I didn't put a
Brainiac, Darkseid, all these guys. If he would have beaten those, I would say, he's a veteran,
or at least dealt with them before, fought them before. He hasn't experienced these characters yet, so to me, he's not a veteran because it's like he hasn't gone through core Superman storylines yet to have reached veteran status.
But I can kind of see it. I would contest that experience would be better than veteran.
That's a good
topic of
debate.
Because he's not going to be fighting all those people in just 3 years.
Right.
Wait, I never said he would.
No, I'm just saying that that's not going to happen in 3 years. So he's still not a veteran or experienced in these kind of fights or whatever.
I still don't understand your point.
Are you just trying to be?
No. I feel like Danny, you guys.
You're trying to be Danny with Star Wars right now.
No, look, I got to bring some point of discussion to a perfect movie, guys.
I never said if it was 10 out of 10, it would be perfect.
To me, it's perfect because of how much fun I had with the movie. Like with movies, I'm the same way you are with figures, dude. I don't need it to be a perfect film. I don't need it to be a 10 out of 10 actually to enjoy the movie and walk away with a smile on my face.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, look,
to me, like the way I measure movies nowadays, especially like if me and my lady are talking about it a week after still seeing it, then that's a 10 out of 10 because like you see so many movies, right? Like we said Thunderbolts earlier. Me and her didn't talk about Thunderbolts a day after that shit came out. Superman comes out, we're still talking about it until 2 o'clock in the morning. We wake up, we're still talking about it in the shower. So it had an impact for me personally. That's why I think it's a perfect movie. Just like for Dark Knight, a lot of people. Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, I was just about to say, for me, it's also rewatchability because I'm gonna see this movie again probably this weekend, and I think because so much is happening, there are so many characters, it's fast paced, you have a lot of rewatchability. And my only gripe with the movie, like I said earlier, Lex Luthor, if he would have been better, then maybe I would have given this a 10.
What would you have needed from him?
I mean, he had that one scene with the revolver where he was totally menacing and evil, but then after that, it kind of dropped. He didn't keep that energy, you know.
I'm sorry, the 1A scene though. Come on, Dan.
Which one?
The 1A. 1A.
But all he's doing is just saying something so something else can beat somebody else.
It's his speech. He's talking about how he's like, the universe has like blessed me with wanting to destroy you or whatever he said. Like he was explaining like his hatred. He just says 1A. Like it was that like level of intensity. I loved how petty he was.
But then at the end, you have that crypto scene, which Austin mentioned, and I didn't like that too.
I don't like the crypto scene. I think it undermines their conversation between their dynamics and their morals, right? With Clark and Lex of explaining like, hey, this is the difference between me and you, but we're still human. And then they kind of ruin that scene with Crypto coming in and Hulk smashing Loki. I mean, Crypto smashing Lex. Yeah.
Crypto smashing. Dude, my audience loved Crypto.
Yeah. I loved Crypto too. I'm a big dog guy, so that's why.
It's a James Gunn production. Any animal character in a James Gunn movie is going to steal the show.
Yeah. King
Shark, Rocket Raccoon.
Bro, I can't even watch the third film, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a heavy toll. Remember the emotional weight you felt at the end of Guardians 3? We're going to probably feel the same kind of emotional weight by the time we hit Justice League or Superman 3. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm excited for. And in closing, I would say that in 10 years, right, I feel like this is a good starting bones, right? This is a good tree to go back to. Like, a lot of people like to go back and rewatch Iron Man 1, right? They're like, man, this was the peak start of the MCU. I feel like this is the same thing. Like, I mentioned it to a friend earlier this week. I love that for a lot of kids right now that this is their version of Iron Man. This is their version of MCU, right? Yeah. There's kids right now that are going like, dude, that was the dopest shit I've ever seen, right? And they've seen Iron Man. They're like, yeah, that's cool. But it's cool.
Because they don't got there's no big CGI or anything in it. And...
Well, that too. But on top of that, it's just...
I mean, I guess the Iron Man suit is, but...
I remember being a kid and walking out of Iron Man and doing the, leaving the theater, right? Yeah. That's how I view that. If kids are leaving this movie and doing this in the air, like looking up to see if they can find Superman, like that type of shit inspires me. So in closing, this was a 10 out of 10 just because of the weight that this thing had emotionally across all boards.
You're going to kill Austin here. He's going to...
I know. Austin's going to be like Lex, bro.
Oh, no. I think this was such a huge win for DC. Like going into this, I left feeling shockingly happy with the movie. And not only that, I also left that. I'm like, wow, like just the one scene with Kara, like I'm so excited for the Supergirl movie now. Just the little interaction that she had with Superman. I'm like, oh, dude, she got spunk.
Yeah.
She got some attitude. Like,
later, bitches. No.
Yeah, dude. Like, I cannot wait to see her and Lobo together. I cannot wait to see what the ramifications are about another Kryptonian. Because Superman has said in this that he's the only survivor of Krypton. So, like, I'm really excited to see that.
Will she be rated R or no?
Yeah, no.
No? Okay.
No. I have no idea.
No, hell no.
Peacemaker. I'm excited for the Green Lantern show.
Swamp Thing, Clayface.
I cannot wait to see what their iteration of a Batman is.
Yeah.
Like, that is the coolest thing. I cannot. I just
Big
don't
Daddy.
know what to do.
Big Daddy.
You've already seen it, Austin.
Yeah. Danny, you know what? I've
noticed they're not updating us on Brave and the Bold, and they would have by now. This is the Batman that we're getting. Trust me, I'm guaranteeing it now that they're gonna be like, "Hey, got y'all. Guess what? James Gunn and Matt Reeves universe in the same universe."
their worlds don't go together.
They could though.
Not really.
They could.
I don't think so.
Okay, Danny. So I don't know. I kind of wish that Matt Reeves would have his own separate thing because I enjoyed that in Penguin so much. But if they were to introduce it, I actually think the stark contrast between Metropolis
And
that
Gotham would work perfectly.
Yeah, and Gotham and Batman, I think that could be cool, man. Because like in the Justice League movie or like the animated stuff, Gotham always does have like this extremely different feel and aesthetic versus Metropolis. Yeah. I think that could work. But I do want them separate. I do.
I think it's the same, not the exact same, but the same kind of mentality people were wondering like when they were going to bring Deadpool into the MCU, right? Where it's like people are like, how is this going to work? How are we going to bring Deadpool into this and have him bounce off and break the fourth wall with Iron Man and Spider-Man, all these different characters? And they made it work so far. They're making it work, and audiences are accepting that. I feel like
Deadpool is one of the best trilogies.
Yeah, I mean, Austin's right on the money. If there's a way to do it, if you use it sparingly, like if Robert Pattinson's Batman shows up in a Justice League movie or the Superman sequel or whatever, do it to an extent where you're referencing things going on in the Matt Reeves universe and then loosely mention things, kind of like Daredevil did with the Netflix show with the Batman universe. That way you're not making it overly campy. You're not making it overly like too kid-friendly and too family-friendly, because I advocate that the Matt Reeves universe is very much an adult Batman-driven series. Like, it's not for kids. It's very much for the adult Batman fans, which I appreciate.
Danny, would you want them to introduce, like, Pattinson, or do you want them to do their own thing?
I low-key want them to do their own thing, just because I think if you look at what we had with Spider-Verse and No Way Home so close together, we've been introduced and audiences have been accustomed to 8-9 different versions of the character of Spider-Man. So I do think it could work. I mean, we've seen it before. Quicksilver, right? X-Men. Yeah, that's the thing, dude. I wouldn't be mad if they introduced Robert Pattinson, but I think that it would be cool to see Alan Richardson as Batman in the DCU. Give us that big, beefy Batfleck done right. I'm sorry. I'm a Batfleck hater. Do that bulky, like Frank Miller looking Batman, but do it right. Make it fantastical. Give him the Bat family. Introduce Nightwing. Introduce Damian Wayne. And then leave. All right, people are going to hate me for saying this. Leave the Matt Reeves universe to do what Christopher Nolan wished he could have done.
No.
Man.
Or at least let the man finish his vision, you know?
That's what I'm saying, bro. I respect the Nolan trilogy. I love the Nolan trilogy, as you can see. But I genuinely in my heart believe that the Matt Reeves universe is going to be the best version of Batman that we ever get.
So far, it's with Penguin and the
Batman. And the Batman dude, 2 for 2, bro.
Yep.
And they're so rewatchable. I just rewatched Penguin a month ago.
I need to rewatch it.
Oh, you rewatched it?
I showed my girlfriend, Michaela, the Penguin for the first time. And usually we're watching Invincible right now. It's taking us a minute to get through season 3. We watched Penguin in one day. Like, it was... Like it was that good, bro. Good.
Yeah,
dude. There's not many shows that beat out that show.
There's not.
And the Batman itself, dude. That's a near perfect movie. I think that's such a noiric detective Batman movie that I've seen it like 10 times already.
Dude, it's so strange. Like the Penguin shouldn't be as good as it was, and yet it was so much better. Like I watched the Penguin, then rewatched the Batman. It made it better.
It does.
Yeah, it does. Adds more context.
Yeah, dude. I have more of a feel to that world, that city. That I didn't really care for the Penguin scene in the Batman initially just by itself. It just didn't do a whole lot. Like it was cool. The car chase scene was fine. But then I watch it, I'm like, oh shit, I know who this guy is.
Yeah, you know his backstory now, so it's even better.
I noticed too, because I rewatched the Batman the other day after watching Penguin. I noticed he's driving yet another purple Maserati when he's getting chased by Batman. So I'm thinking like, your big ass brought out another Maserati that was plum purple in a week's time span, bro, in Gotham. What the fuck? Yeah.
That was when you're a big boss.
I know. Right?
Yeah, it works for me. I like it. Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, guys, I think I think we're going to end it there. We've already went 30 minutes over our time that we were supposed to go. I had a this or that for everybody, but we'll do that next week.
Joey's punched in the air. He's like, I made a this and that for nothing.
It's fine. No, I'm glad that we had. I made the this or that because of the we didn't have many topics to talk about, but I think this topic was just.
Can you use it next week? Will it be?
I can use it next week. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it should be.
I'll use it. Now you already have one for next week made.
It might deal with some of this stuff too, but that's okay. What else? And I had another thing after that, but the other thing after that will go with next week as well. So hopefully we don't get too much next week that we can't talk about anything.
We won't have a spoiler review for any movie next week. Actually, next week people will be watching Fantastic Four. So
that's right. Oh, we probably won't even have Copper Drop then. Never mind. Forgot about that.
Yeah, because I get off at work at 9 that night, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go see it after work. So.
Yeah, I have the actual movie to go see like at 8. So never mind. We won't have a Copper Drop.
Yeah. Wait. Can I ask you guys something? Do you think it's possible for Fantastic Four to be better?
Ooh. I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything yet.
Hell no. Hell to the no. Bro.
I don't think so.
See, I'm kind of in the realm of like, dude, I don't think so.
Here's the thing, everybody. Remember who it's coming from. The person who gave us WandaVision. I'm calling it now. The first hour and 20 minutes of this movie are going to be great. And then he's going to fuck it up in the last 10 minutes, and everybody's going to be like, why did we get that ending? I guarantee you, first of all, the CGI already looks wonky as hell. I don't like the way Silver Surfer looks. I
haven't seen the second trailer.
Okay, I'm not going to spoil anything. I don't like how much they're showing off in the trailers, and that's just in my feed.
They are showing,
They've spent way too much on marketing for this movie. I think it's a little bit overkill.
You think it's like overcompensating?
Dude, that's what I was telling her. I was like, I think that they're just over marketing this movie because they don't either have faith in it or they're just really wanting to beat out Superman.
Blue Tattoo saying he's not going to be in the DCU.
Never say never, man. I know you're a big. You've talked with James Gunn before on Twitter, and you've probably seen a lot more tweets than us, but never say never, brother. Never. They have said never say never.
But also, Danny, you did say that you prefer not. But
I would prefer not, yeah, but we've not gotten any Brave and the Bold updates, and that was one of the first movies that was supposed to be announced or released after Superman. So
yeah,
I don't know, man. That movie's not even, the script's not even written for that. So you're gonna tell me that movie's still coming out? I don't know.
Lee, I don't know. That's a good point, Lee. I don't know.
Oh, that's a really good point. Because it also kind of brings to mind that Jor-El, like his family was extremely prominent on Krypton. So I would take it as like an elitist thing. So like, oh man, I don't know. That's good. I don't know about that one.
I always say always. Penguin had serious cliffhangers, and you had to start the next one. Yes, that is very true, Spice Runner. Appreciate you for being here too.
Love you, Sean.
But I think we're going to end it right here. Dan, you got anything coming up to the channel, Instagram, anything you're doing that you want to let the people know?
Well, I recently uploaded a shot of a Joker bust from Prime 1.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I have that one. Well, I have the one that doesn't have the face like half off. I have just the regular one where he's looking. I like it.
Yeah, it's like more with a Heath Ledger without the makeup look.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that shot is doing pretty good. And then I uploaded like 2 weeks ago a collection tour of my Star Wars module cases. So if you're curious what my collection looks like, you can check that out.
I'll go give the video a like, sir. Even through my Star Wars
hatred.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's it so far.
Okay, check out Dan. I'll put I didn't get a chance to put your Danny's link in down at the bottom, but I will after the show. So after, if you're watching, I'm sorry, I copy and paste the same crap over and over again, so I didn't do it. But I will do that. But Danny, is there anything? You're back to Danny Spotchka on YouTube, it looks like.
I did that for all the OGs who've been around since the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just, because I know a lot of people miss that name, so I threw it back because I got tired of showing up in streams and people being like, "Oh, look who it is, formerly known as Danny Spotchka." So I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Been talking with Austin a lot lately. I do have a new video series coming up. I'm going to be start doing more YouTube content again. As you can see,
I'm lying.
No, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I'm cheating.
We had a long conversation about this, and I'm so happy. I was going to call you out if you did not say anything.
Yeah. And then I was supposed to have Artist and fucking Joker show up today. Actually,
it'll probably be tomorrow.
It better fucking be tomorrow.
Shit time in.
Oh my god!
It was supposed to be right here. We're having to readjust these shelves so it'll fit. Yeah.
You know who that is, Dan? Manu Ginobili. Do you know who Manu Ginobili is?
Basketball player?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
you look like him a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
It's like watching a human being.
I just Googled it and I see it. I kind of see it.
Oh yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe the nose.
Yeah, I've got Artist and Joker coming in. I'm gonna probably do a TikTok on that, and then
it might pop off, Danny.
Copy drop on Thursdays, as always. Except for next week, because it's Fantastic Four. And then after that, y'all, I'm going to be kind of sad. We don't have any other big blockbusters to look forward to.
We got ACGHK, though.
We got what?
Yeah.
ACGHK.
What is that?
Okay. You're excommunicated from this.
Quit using acronyms.
Fire.
That's cool.
I love that one. I have the whole statue. Love it.
That's nice. Yeah,
Austin.
Yeah, 2 points. One, we do have some movies coming out. We have the re-release of Spider-Man 3 to theaters. Huh?
Spider-Man 2, right?
All three of them.
Oh, all three of them? Oh, okay.
Oh, it's all three of them.
Yeah, but 2 has an extended cut. I don't know if it's been seen before in 4K.
Okay. And then Mortal Kombat 2 in October.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited about that. I guess
The Running Man.
yes.
Yep.
And Welcome to Derry. I can't wait for that one.
October. Oh, good point. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Peacemaker.
Yeah.
August. Yeah. We have some things to sustain us, you know? I mean, nothing like the month of July.
No, dude. I mean, this was the summer of Superman, and it's kind of sad that it's coming to an end soon. I don't know.
You know what's funny and a little sad? Jurassic Park came, and it just.
I give a fuck.
Bro, I saw it. Fuck that movie, man.
I knew that movie was gonna be fast, dude. They rushed that shit way too quick.
I will say, I don't think any of us argued it was gonna be good, but it would earn money.
Yep, because people like dinosaurs. Look, man, it's a dinosaur on the screen. I like dinosaurs.
That was.
I like that though.
That was me, and that still is me right now. That is still me right now.
Did you see the movie though? Did you watch the movie?
No. One, Rachel doesn't care about it, and since it came out, I think I heard like 2 people say positive things about it.
They have dinosaurs, but they're not even fucking real dinosaurs. They're okay, sorry.
Snickers.
But pretty much
in a month. I don't
Joey,
know.
pretty much everybody would kind of had your attitude towards it. And I was told it's because I say I can accept a movie being shit as long as it's not boring. And I've heard from a lot of people it's boring.
Yeah, that's why I've never connected with Jurassic Park. I've always found it boring.
But no, this is literally the
most boring one.
The second to worst one I've seen. Yeah. I love Jurassic Park. Any content though, Austin?
Yes, there will be content made this weekend. I was working this project this week. Ordered everything, and sure enough, I'm not doing it anymore. So wasted a little bit of time. What, Danny?
That happens to the best of us.
But you'll still have your regular setup like you have right now, though, right? Just not like the behind it.
Yeah, so I just couldn't implement like the idea that I had. Yeah. You know, it was one of those things that it was going to turn out to be quite a bit more of a challenge than I initially thought.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't think I could have actually excelled at making it look good because it was quite a bit harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And I just, I thought it was going to end up being shit and a lot of money. Not only did I think it was going to be a bit of money, but I also thought it was going to be so shit that I would have gone through all that time, effort, and money, and then I would have hated it and tore it down. You know?
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that before too. I did that with the Modu cases, or with the fake Modu cases. Not fake, with the garage shelves.
Yeah, that's what I did with these.
Yeah,
I'm tired of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a couple videos this weekend, not long format, but like a couple shorts. I'm gonna try a new style kind of video, and I'll kind of see how that goes.
Yeah,
that's about it. I'm open up. I think. No, I'm not gonna say it. Never mind. I'm gonna open up a new figure this weekend, of course, but
yeah. I'm on that same path with you. I'm starting to do different videos, like with the Artisan Anakin. I put in zero time of making my reviews like I always do, my long reviews, long form content. But then I just made a damn short, and it got like 17,000 views on freaking TikTok. So I'm like, bro, I've been wasting all this time. I'm just gonna do short content, and it gets me like 20 times more views, you know. So I think I'm gonna start doing that a little bit more. But I am working with a new company now called Wanted Toys. It's kind of a startup company, I think, and nobody's really ever tested them out or probably advertised for them or anything. And they actually asked me, hey, you know, I'll give you this figure for this amount if you make a YouTube video, you know, reviewing Joker, the Artisan Joker. And I said I'd give you a YouTube, you know, review and a short for X amount. So and why I'm trusting this company is because they are sending me the figure before I pay for anything. So I'm trusting them at that. So I'm going to see how that goes. I'm not in the video. I'm not going to be saying to buy from them, but I will say where I got it from. That's kind of what I'm going to do. And I'm going to say, make sure you are comfortable, kind of like what Justin does. Make sure you're comfortable before buying from that website. I'm going to make sure to say that. I'm not going to say to go buy it, but I'm going to say where I got it from.
He's going to mimic Justin's voice and everything. Make sure.
No, I'm not going to do all that. But it's a new company, and I mean, I looked up things online. I didn't see much scam things going on with them, and they got an 84% out of the trusted 100% 84 rating for being a trusted website. So I just think they're kind of a startup company. So hopefully it all goes well, and I'll get that review out to everybody when I can. Yeah,
nice. So, you better not get it for me. I'm gonna rage.
Right.
I'm gonna rage if that is the case. If I don't get this shit tomorrow, y'all gonna see. I'm gonna go live on my channel.
You're gonna get pissed. I know it.
You better call me tomorrow when you get it, because
tell us in the chat too.
I need dimensions, and I need to know how badass that thing is, because then that'll permit.
Y'all know me. Get like 50 pictures of this damn thing.
Yeah, I know.
I'll even FaceTime.
I like that one though. You can send 50 pictures of that one.
You'll see how it fits in the displays, how big that shit really is. Nicolo sent me a picture, and it's almost the size of 2 Pringle cans stacked on each other.
Oh wow,
which is fucking huge. Like
that's like this big.
I'll pull up the picture.
You did send that picture,
right?
I'll
pull up the picture. Yeah.
Oh, it's not computing in my head right now.
Because Pringle cans are like about a foot, maybe. Right?
What if it's the small ones?
This is without the damn curtains on top. Yeah, dude. It's fucking huge.
Oh, shit. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah. That's what I thought, too. And I was like, wait, no, I'm going to have to readjust these shelves. So bring this shelf down to like right here.
Yeah.
And even that's going to bring the applause sign to here.
Mm-hmm. Which shelf is that? Which shelf is that?
That is currently has Bane. Oh, what shelf it is? The IKEA Baladins, however you say it. Baladins.
I'll see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's it, guys. Hopefully y'all hit the like button on the way out. We'll see y'all not next week, but maybe the week after that, or maybe we'll do like an impromptu stream. Maybe that'd be cool.
Are you watching Fantastic Four?
I am on Thursday. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll probably do maybe some impromptu stream, maybe Saturday, or maybe if we find time, we can all agree on. We can do something.
I'm not sure we're seeing the movie yet. We don't have tickets yet. I had tickets and then I had to work.
Oh, okay. All right.
I haven't got my tickets yet.
I have.
Me neither.
God dang. Everybody.
I typically don't have I typically don't have to like really worry about that here.
Yeah, we do here.
We got to worry about it here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, guys, we'll see y'all later. Hit the like button. Appreciate you.
Hit that like button. Copper drop.